Okay, welcome back everybody to Brigandine, Legend of Runersia. We're going to get through this today. We're going to do, I don't know, probably some hours of this. We got a lot of attacks going on here.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm leading with one army. And Metalic Mike might lead with two at some point. I don't know when we'll do that. But
show off.
I mean, if I don't win, it would be good if you led with two, just so that we could secure some of those points.
I just like Aurora so much. I love using her.
If you love using her so much, why don't you marry her?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a threat?
So use whatever controller you want there.
Honestly, I mean, he's using Aurora though, but Aurora has no monsters on her team. She can't hold any, but she doesn't need any because she's so.
She's just
so good.
well,
she doesn't need any because
she's the
married
sub.
to me.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Rora's Mike's wife.
Wait a second.
Okay, so that one's you. This one's me. I gotta figure out my troops. I really gotta figure out my troops. Holy cow. Yep, that's
High center upgrade would be nice.
He has got one right now. Guess what? He's got two.
A dragon would be nice too.
What else you got there?
YoMom.com. What? How much is the
Yo
man
mom
burger?
upgrade would be nice.
Oh yeah, I love that these get the fourth one, Basilisk.
Oh, those bastards. Those things actually were kind of in Final Fantasy 1.
You get a lot more attack, but it's almost the same utility, really.
The thing is, bastards,
Attack, defense.
They were in Final Fantasy 1, and those things, when you fight them the first time, or on that place where you get the ship, the pirates, those things are actually really hard. Later on, if you fight them, much easier. But when you fight them in the beginning of the game, they're very, very tough because you're not that strong.
I kind of feel like the basilisk is a strange creature because like
It looked like a lizard.
here they make it like a lizard, and then here they make it the mandrake, and then before they made it like the lizard.
Yeah, it looked like a big,
So-
like a big lizard in Final Fantasy.
As much as I like the merman or the mermaid,
They're squishy.
I just feel like it should be
They're squishy.
Could get your resist spells for magic. You do have a good team, so if you want to pop it off, you can.
Well, I mean, if
You have to fight
it's
it.
25 points. If I get rid of it,
I wish it wasn't 30 points for that. I
You
feel
get
like that is like a
frost,
bit
but-
too much.
yeah.
I mean, even Severus.
Wait, did they upgrade it? Because I thought it was 50. I thought it was 25 point boost. That's a 30 point boost. I wonder if they upgraded that.
I mean, you get more MP. It's okay.
You get a
they
longer
get
range.
frost.
You get a longer range charm. Charm
And-
goes up to 1 extra space.
Well, you get frost as well. How much does frost cost again?
65.
Okay, so she can do 3.
They're still pretty.
Right?
Sirens are still
65,
pretty squishy.
130,
You get the Mela Storm.
130.
So.
To,
Oh, that's right. you do.
Yeah, so she can do 3 frost.
You know what I saw? I was playing the original Brigandine last night, and one of the magic users did flight on a freaking griffin. He can fly already. What do you?
Did they?
Yes, I'm not kidding you.
I have not seen that.
Look, I never saw him before. I'm like, he's a griffin. He's got big wings to fly. Why are you doing this? Because I was up on a.
Wow.
The thing is, the reason I went up on one of those plateaus though,
hmm
I'm just like, he can fly. You don't need him to.
That's why I laughed so hard I put flight on the.
On the wyvern.
On the wyvern. I cast flight on the wyvern to see if it would stick, and it did. And it shows the icon flight on the wyvern.
Yeah. So he's no longer sky terrain. He's outer space terrain.
Yeah, he was. Now he's Neo Bombot.
That's
Okay,
what's
so
up,
that's
wasn't
25. Yeah. So even if I get rid of the
What?
Even if I get rid of the mermaid, I can't upgrade both the mandrake and the dragon.
You just gotta level him up more. You level him up, and he can
Yeah.
get it all.
I said,
So
Can't get it all.
we need a defensive team here.
What?
Oh wait.
Oh yeah. Well, there was what Neo X Balmot, or what was
No,
the final tier? There was Balmot, Neo Balmot, and then
There were 3 I know. Ball Neo. It could have been Neo X or something.
or maybe I'm missing the middle one.
I thought Neo Ball was the last one. And Ball was the first.
Was it Mega Balmot?
Wait, what happened with
That's
this
what
team?
I know.
I forgot. I haven't played 7 in a while.
We'll go through it. We'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
What happened with this team? Did we find anything?
Were we just leveling them?
They might have.
I thought we were just leveling those guys up.
Oh, we never bought anything else for that. Or no, that was your time to actually build up more of that because you fought, you lost some stuff, so you didn't fill it up afterwards. You just kind of left.
Yeah.
You left us. You ditched us, and now we got to sit here and I was thinking the whole time maybe I should build it up for Mike. Maybe he'd be happy with that. And then I thought,
How
well,
dare you.
maybe if Mike comes back and is like, how could you build it up when my back was turned? Then he'd be pissed off, and then I'd have to say, well, I don't know. So I just decided, I'm just gonna leave bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
Remember Jurassic Park when the guy runs out of the car? It's like, where's he going? He goes in the back. Oh, you gotta go. And I was like, he left us. That's not what I'm gonna do. They said he left us, God. John went at that point.
They actually put Jurassic Park on Netflix now.
Did they?
Yeah.
Just the first one or all of them?
I don't remember which one. I think it's probably the first and the second one, maybe.
Third one's kind of I don't know much.
Did you guys see the new Jurassic World?
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you call them?
Well, they got 2 of them. The first one came out some years back, and
then
then the
Jurassic World
other one
Fallen
came out.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
I saw both those falling.
150, 165.
They're gonna make another one because the girl.
The second one was insane. She literally just lets them go free. We gotta let the animals go free.
That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna eat everybody.
They have to make another one so they get the
They're
animals
gonna eat
down.
everybody.
They have been eating everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
But we gotta be nice to the animals.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
They-
I guess we'll just down ourselves a notch on the food chain.
That's what they
Sounds like a great plan.
They have to make another one because they're going to continue. I like the name of Fallen Kingdom though. You see the T-Rexes in a zoo, and the male lion comes out and roars at the T-Rex, and T-Rex roars right back at him. And the lion doesn't stand down; he stands his ground. It's like two kings faced off against each other. Now my money would usually be on T-Rex because he's so much bigger and more powerful, but just got close to that male lion and the T-Rex, face down, like standing on the ground, not knowing he's gonna back down.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it ends.
You know what I find pretty cool actually? The snake and the mandrakes are so much better in this one. Look at the difference in stats.
They got more teeth in this one.
It only has 20 less HP, 3 less attack, 2 less strength,
If you notice that
2 less agility, more intelligence.
just hover over the mandrake for a second. Do you notice?
Level up chart?
Do you notice that the mandrake has 1 eyeball? Do you see where it is?
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking around over to the teeth are.
No, but look at the level up chart. Their stat growth is exactly the same.
Yeah, they're pretty decent. I don't know if the dragons are better than that, but I think the serpents have a better. They're the new dragon essentially.
There's one thing
Yeah, but
The dragons are the new Hydra,
There's one thing
and the
also
mandrake's got a gigantic. You know why they did it though? So they could have the 3 colors competing in some way.
Yeah.
So you could have the mandrake fight against the snake if you needed that, or
No, the one thing I would give dragons, now I understand, okay, regular dragons and thunder or whatever, no, but the ancient dragon at least should have wings. If any of them are going to have wings, at least the ancient, the final 2 of the dragon.
I think a lot of people said that
ancient
same
should have
thing too.
wings.
I almost wanted to go with another snake, but I know for a fact that I already have two water units. Now I have 2 green units.
That's a snake.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to balance the team out of it. Oh, I have 3 water units. Because
Yeah, it looks like a good team.
She's the hunter.
She's the Elena.
Can I switch this? Can I go 50 here? 50 here, and then drop down to... just trying to see if I can rework this so I can get the centaur with the archer.
The troll has 2 eyes. You upgrade a Cyclops, you give him 1 eye.
The eyeballs started to merge together. The holes,
Does that make
the hole opened up in the center. The eyeballs just merged together. And it's like 1 eye now.
Did that make it better for him?
No, you lose peripheral.
Exactly what I'm saying.
The eye on that is definitely a downgrade. I'd have to say. Just if you play enough Battle Brothers, or if you have lost an eye, you probably would understand.
Well, yeah. I mean, in the original, when,
I mean, you lose one. What both eyes are both. If you had the ability to move your eyes to the side like a horse, you'd see at a wider range, and you'd be able to see some of what's in front of you.
That's for prey animals. Prey animals have eyes on the sides of their heads so they can see predators coming up on them. Predators always have their eyes directly in front of their face so they can target and track stuff.
But I'm just saying, if you close one of your eyes, there's a significant amount that you cannot see on the other side.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, so it takes away your ability to see danger.
Well,
you know,
just
so
like,
a Cyclops would be.
Oh yeah, Cyclops. Yeah.
In Brigandine, Brigandine shoots one of Khador's eyes with an arrow, so he has to run away because he couldn't see.
Go like this. Put a finger in front of your face. Switch each eye. Your finger moves slightly. Your eyes actually are calibrated together to see your finger in one spot.
Oh, I know.
You close one eye, it moves more that way. You close the other one, it moves more that way. Your eyes are calibrated
I've
to work
done that
together.
so many times myself.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, you think it's right here, then.
Yeah, both eyes don't look at the exact same thing.
You're not moving your finger. Your eyes are moving.
Your left eye will look forward perfectly straight a little bit to the left. Your right eye will look forward perfectly straight a little bit to the right.
Yeah.
But then it calibrates the message to send it to your brain to say, this is the whole picture.
This is where this controller is. Yeah.
You know, so you're getting two cameras. You're getting two cameras for one CPU unit.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
You know. But if you lose one of the cameras, you're not gonna. I'm just saying, Cyclops would have a disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, if you look at prey animals, they always have their eyes on the sides of their head. Predators, the top predators, always have their eyes directly in front of their face. Except for maybe aquatic animals, because water is different than land. You need to be able to see above and below and everything like that. Whereas land, we're on land. You can't just go down 600 feet whenever you want. You can't just go up 600 feet.
Well, when you got to move in a 3D aspect, you have to be able to see almost everything 3D.
Well, I mean, yeah, look at tigers and lions and dogs.
Bears, oh my.
Bears, yeah. They all have their eyes directly on the front of their face. All the predatory animals.
All right, let's be a little offensive here and take over land.
No, dude, don't be so offensive. Don't take offense. I'm just trying to have a nice conversation with my friends here, and you blow it out of proportion.
Okay, so...
Good.
Okay, so
I'm all about equal opportunity damage. everybody that's my enemy gets damaged. Equality.
I'm ready.
With damage.
Yeah. Okay, so
I don't over focus like a zealot.
That would actually be equity, right? Because
I don't
give them
over
all
focus
equal
like
opportunity to get damaged, but they don't necessarily all get equally damaged.
Well, I try to make it as equal as I can.
Yeah, but equity is when everything has to be equal down to the T.
But remember, if you ever guys feel
but that's why it's equal opportunity.
It's like,
because there's an opportunity to equalize the damage to
you,
all my opponents.
Exactly.
If you guys ever,
exactly. You're not discriminating. You're giving equal opportunity.
If you ever guys feel your life is out of focus, always return to the basic of life.
Why do you think I did what I did in the multiplayer? I fought everybody. I gave everybody equal opportunity damage.
Well,
except for I didn't get to fight Frost. I was disappointed with that.
You were about to, but
yeah.
Yeah, and then that kind of went down. That went downhill real fast.
We're gonna lose the castle here.
Yeah, it sort of did.
We're gonna lose the castle here, guys.
Oh well.
Well, if we can defend it, let's do it. But here's the thing: if you can attack a castle fast before they attack it,
attack here,
and then if they here's the thing: if they
attack here, so
if you attack that, and they attack that, you could counterattack back to Shumli and take it back without them being able to push forward any further.
If my CP is higher than theirs, right?
Well, if you win the battle and level up, your CP will get higher.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll get high enough, and also this is why I stack extra monsters, even if I don't need it. Like I'll take an extra.
Because your CP is higher.
Because it'll force my CP higher.
Yeah.
So even that's what I'm saying with this game, Paul. I know how you like to play around with game. I don't need it. I don't need it. Even if you don't need it,
I'm releasing
just get extra monsters.
They're gonna steal it from us, so I'm releasing it.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
In this, no, hold on.
Release the monsters.
Hold on.
Set them free.
Hold on. If you release this, they'll take it, and when they get upgraded versions of monsters, they might take this weaker monster over their upgraded monsters, which, as you'll see further
They'll
on,
still give them more CP.
they might use this over an upgraded monster,
Yeah,
which
but
I have seen.
It'll take more CP. They'll get a CP boost.
Okay,
So I'm just gonna.
that's a valid point.
You know what I mean? Because I want to be able to attack.
But
back
sometimes I
next
just let them
Are you guys
take.
ready?
Sometimes I let them take like level 8s, level 9s, level 10s,
Yeah.
because at a certain point they're already at level 15.
Yeah. So
Get it?
they'll take
So-
the lower level units.
You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready here. So,
Aren't you cold outside?
Baby, it's cold outside. No.
all right, Paul's ready. You're ready.
Wait, who's that one? You're that one.
Yeah.
That's a you.
That's a me, a Mario.
That's a you, Mario.
I'm a
Wait,
Mario.
Paul, are
I'm
you
gonna
moving?
win.
Oh, you're the one. Or you attacking?
Paul's moving a knight over.
Oh, to pick up some monsters because there's like
Think.
20 kajillion monsters there.
I am
Frank,
ready.
you might have to go back this way.
I'm going up to Zai.
You might have to go back this way.
I'm going to fight Zai. I ain't moving, guy.
No, I'm gonna fight through the north here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fight through the north. We might lose some territory here,
I'm fighting the
but I'm
middle.
gonna keep
Oh, you're gonna
pushing
take that
around.
chunk, and I'm just gonna focus on the other side.
Paul's gonna take this.
Yeah.
You're still moving forward with this, and you're moving forward with this. So Paul's gonna cover our back,
Okay, that makes sense.
and
I got your backs, guys.
you got our
got
back.
your backs.
I'm gonna keep pushing forward just to get that point advantage bonus. So even if they take a space or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, at least I can. When they have to be forced to defend so many different places,
Yeah.
that opens up more opportunities for me
Yeah.
instead of me fighting a stacked army.
No, I agree.
So
yeah.
if I'm loosey goose, you know,
If you're loosey goosey,
I can find the best opportunity.
you might want to be righty tighty. I don't know about all that.
You know what the big problem is? A goose is beautiful until it stands next to a peacock.
Okay.
I heard
The more you learn.
The more you know.
that. Well, it's kind of true, right?
Yeah.
Peacocks.
Is this one better?
The females are called peahens. The males are called peacocks.
Yeah, because they have a peacock.
Fighters with some unicorns, or
But they're the ones that got. They're called.
see, I want to
Yeah,
fight.
I know.
Oh, look, Phil, look, I got these red colors.
How do you tell the difference between a male duck and female duck? Male duck's the ones with the green heads. Female duck's the ones that are all brown. Did you know that the mallard, the male?
I know mallards are males.
Yeah, males got the green.
Oh, I thought it was like a joke or something.
No, duck. No, it wasn't a joke.
Oh, I thought it was a joke. I know that.
It's
yeah,
not a
mallards
joke,
are-
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the green head. They're the ones
Yeah.
that like have the pretty
I actually
colors, just like
that,
peacocks.
that kind of duck with the green head. I like that kind of shit green.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's Patricia.
Yup.
Hey, sugar.
Maybe I should go after this.
Hey, sugar.
That's a lot of demons.
I know.
Yes, it is.
That's a lot of demons.
That's the hard part here. I'm still.
That's a.
Hey, remember what happened to me? I lost a lot of guys when I had to fight 3 angels because they divine raided 2 of my dogs.
The point is they don't
One of my
they
leaders.
don't have enough frontliners.
Yeah, no.
So how are they going to defend themselves very well besides the dragon?
They're
and,
gonna use the demons as shield. Demons
and
are
if-
the best shield.
and if
Well,
yeah,
Tim
and if
is
Tim comes out to the front,
Tim is a strong wizard, though.
he's going to
remember?
get baked.
Yeah.
Tim is a strong wizard, right?
A strong wizard.
You're gonna.
You know when coming.
I'm going to attack with all
you're
my
gonna
army.
base him. Wait, did you get rid of one of your monsters?
I did an
No.
upgrade.
No, you. What?
I'm going to attack with all my army.
Yeah. The
You
3
have
damage.
to because it's one freaking guy.
Do you guys want to attack this with one of these here, or
Sure,
just
why not?
leave it?
Go with Zagoose. What's there?
I think that's each one of us, isn't it?
I mean, we can, but if you want to just sit and
It's kind of like.
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
Usually really well.
2 unicorns, 2 pixies.
well, we gotta level them
a
somehow.
bunch of frontliners, and a level
Training
15.
ground. What do you think the training ground is for, Trigger? Huh?
Dude, we have a level 15 Archangel.
Well,
there.
the speediness of the speedy boots of which we need to have aren't gonna quite take place. So we're leaving some stuff behind here too.
Well, no, someone else is there to pick it up next turn.
Oh yeah, she's here.
To pick up literally nothing because she's already full.
Yeah. So who's who? I know I'm Sophie. This might be a good opportunity because leveling her up. Sophie is one of the absolute best mages in the
I
game.
can't remember if I was Leanne or Ariana.
I think you were Leanne.
The hot one? Yeah, I'll be
I don't know, Ariana's looking pretty fine, man.
I'll be
I'll be Ariana.
I think I like Ariana better, but
I'll be Ariana.
Ariana's good, but
see,
Leanne's better.
we have good taste.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
you guys have look again. You
I'll be
can't tell me
Ariana.
she's not.
Okay, Leanne looks good too.
I'm not even saying that Ariana is bad looking. She is good looking, but Leanne is better.
Well, Sophie's my girl, so you know I gotta use her for battle
Yeah,
here.
but Leanne's better, especially for all three.
Okay.
No, Elena is the best in the entire game.
No, Ariana's the best one. Only because I'm using her.
All right.
Everyone has their own opinion.
Raging
So
Paul
nobody
finally
can
gets to finally
it's
attack
about time.
after years of
After years of sitting on his ass.
sitting on his throne.
Now they regret letting me sit on my ass.
Yeah, they'll regret.
What is
Oh,
it?
L1.
L1.
Yep.
You're going to Orso.
I have less CP, but that's fine.
They attack you first, they got it, but... You know, the fun thing is if they actually take some bases, this will draw out our
Hey, we might get a defense
ability to
win.
conquer.
We might get the defense win.
Well,
That would be nice.
if we have something to defend with, most
Are you
of our
ready?
places are zeroed out. So
Yeah.
But I'm
I'll
saying,
defend with
I
myself.
know, but I'm saying,
No monsters.
Yeah, Mike
No
said
monsters.
their CP is higher than him. If they get their attack off first before him, then we have a defense win.
Yeah.
Finally.
Okay, nothing else can fight, I guess?
I suppose. Oh, I guess we could have.
I could
I
fight.
guess if we were doing it that way, we could have moved that one team down there.
Yeah, it's okay.
If we were going to attack with that team, we could have moved that team south.
Well, we probably can.
We can't move it now.
Okay, well,
Next turn.
you're in charge of relocating this team here.
Okay. I was unaware, but okay.
Don't screw up now.
I will.
Once
for
this team secures this location,
Yeah.
nothing else can get out of here.
Yeah.
So Paul can kind of just go.
Well, they can if they attack
Boom.
all of our empty castles.
Well, maybe.
Well, maybe. But
Well,
the-
just crush them quick, okay?
we'll figure
I'll do the
something
best I
out.
can.
Okay.
We'll figure something out.
Are you guys ready?
I suppose we are. We only took like 25 minutes to do this.
Invasion.
I go first again.
You always go first.
Okay, 22 minutes. Not that long.
First is the worst.
And second is the best.
Absolutely.
And third is one. Here's, I think I have another first.
I think I'm first, second, and third on this one.
So you're the first, the worst, the best, and the one with Harry's chest?
Yeah, because I have 3 attacks this battle.
Well,
I'm gonna be last because I'm only at almost 10,000 points. But just my own army.
Listen, just because you're last place doesn't mean you have to be so mean to me.
I didn't say shit to you. Maybe I will now, just because you asked for it.
Damn it.
Equal opportunity damage.
Hey, I was joking.
Okay, I'll be nice.
Thank you.
For
'Cause
like
when
5
you're mean,
minutes.
You're really mean.
I'm a good guy actually.
What a nice man.
I just joke around about that all the time.
He's a nice man. Happy thoughts.
Yeah, well, I
Worst
mean,
day joke.
because it's so easy to rile up robots. I mean, they just, you know, super easy to
Yo,
do.
what kind of robots do you rile up? Just curious.
I don't know, ones that, you know, look
Huh?
at me
What,
like you are.
What?
Like, ones that stare at
Ones
me
that are
like
called
you are.
Raging Paul.
Yeah, those two.
Again. For the millionth time, probably.
We're not even to that point yet.
I'm
Don't
not a robot. I'm a human being.
being
Why
what?
Can you not, why can you not understand that?
What are you being?
I'm being a human.
Yosh.
Did he just tish Raging Paul?
Yeah.
I just thought I heard it go. Tish.
How dare you?
You're a robot.
You don't,
Shut
you
up.
don't say that to me.
That's exactly what.
You, with
Even the Japan game developers tished you on that whole thing right
Raging
there.
Paul. As the logic goes today, that's exactly what a robot would say.
Mhm.
You know.
See the whole
Why
see.
don't you go blow out your
I,
ass?
I don't think Raging Paul understands, but if you have to question your humanity, you're a human.
I don't
If you-
question.
if
I
you
know
go-
what I am.
If you go, I definitely am not that. It's
Then you're
likely you
probably
might be
are.
that.
Yeah.
No.
It's projecting.
No,
A lot of times.
Remember, it's more important what you think they said than what they actually said.
I know, but it's
Black
very true.
Bard
But
no
you gotta
chikara.
remember though.
見せてやる
You gotta remember more. We just said remember the one.
Yeah,
Wow, he's happy.
put that in your
Yeah,
place.
that's
相手の考えを先読みすべきね
Yes, move backwards so I can. Yes,
You know, this reminds me a lot of Hadrian in LOF.
it literally like is.
With the mountains on either side.
Yeah.
It's remember Hadrian, mountains on either side. And the,
Yeah, this is pretty much this is the new Hadrian.
the new Hadrian.
Yeah,
Wow.
like how everybody keeps saying, this is the new normal.
This better not be the new normal,
A
or
lot of
I'm gonna
those-
jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
A lot of people said orange is the new black. I don't know how that makes sense.
I find it interesting how they pipe that through stores everywhere.
Dude, they did so
On the
quickly.
radio?
Everyone's like, this is the new normal. This is the. How
No.
is this the new normal?
No.
This is supposed to go away.
No.
It was
No,
supposed
no.
to only last 2 weeks. Now it was only supposed to last a month. Now it's only supposed to last 2 more months. Now they just pushed it back another 2
Uh-oh,
months.
Raging Paul,
Now they
we
pushed it back another
we
2
got
months.
Metallic Mike going.
I'm just saying.
How is it gonna end?
Not very good.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
someone
I'm
farted.
just saying. How dare you?
Yeah, it's. Did you?
No.
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
You're not disappointed.
I didn't deny it. I just said
Yeah.
whoever smelt it dealt it.
Raging Paul, do you have an extra butthole you don't know about?
So I saw it was from outside. What? Seriously, I smelled something.
行くよ
It's going now, but I don't think it came from outside because you got your windows open.
Well, unless somebody's standing outside my window farting inside.
That could be.
It's actually very light.
Maybe
It's
they.
kind of difficult.
No, maybe they.
You have to have very tall stilts.
Oh, no, maybe they put a ladder, stuck the button here, fart, and then stuck down the ladder.
They're more likely to fall off the ladder and get a concussion. People's luck with trying to troll me is very bad. It's best you don't,
And yet you troll me all the time.
because I don't have bad luck with it.
Other people have bad luck trolling you.
I actually had some people in Final Fantasy get really upset with me because I was trolling them as they were trolling others. And then somebody else whispered to me or said to me, like, private message me, they're like, you know, these people really hate you. I'm like, good.
Finally.
They're messing with my friends, so I'm messing with them.
Alright. Took long enough.
Trolls don't like getting trolled.
Yeah.
They don't understand it. It's
Well,
like,
they
how
do-
could this happen to me? I'm the one that's supposed to be initiating the
they-
trolling.
But they do like living under bridges.
Yes, they do.
That's true. And having long hair.
Well, I don't know if that's true with everyone, but
Oh, Billy Goes.
No, I mean,
Gary sucker on the
The
bridge.
Trolls dolls.
oh,
Oh, those, yeah.
oh, that's
Took me a
right.
second.
Duh.
Duh.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
ブラックバードの力見せてやる
What the hell did you just say?
He said, shoot the runner.
He's like, okay, I guess we're starting this up here.
Okay, pull me in. I wanted to move forward anyway with that guy. It's not
今よ
like you're pulling my mage.
一気に畳みかけるわ
Must pull you in so you can get it.
I was hoping she'd go right to the front, but
Seriously, faints the dragon.
Pour some water on him. He'll wake up. Squishy. Squishy.
It's
You know
squishy.
Squishy. Respect the milk. Respect the milk. Just
The milk.
respect the shit.
行くよ
all right. It's time to get serious.
Yeah. And if you ever read the Three Little Pigs, respect
Serious
the pigs.
about
Wait,
time.
Yes. If you ever read the story of Three Little Pigs, you always respect the pigs, but don't respect the wolf.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So you know that.
Thanks for clarifying that. that for us. I was really confused at this.
I saw that in your eyes, so I had it. So
I know. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I'm a nice person. Sometimes.
Yeah. Most of the time. When you want to be.
Shoot him in the eye. But he can't see it all.
I'm gonna go for you.
Well, then you should.
行くよ
Hey, Veracity Trigger, thanks for joining us on the stream, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Your name's right by the chat.
I know.
How you been?
Talia is she a physical
Well-
unit?
Talia?
Well, she's like
The
the
shinobi leader.
she's like a mixture of Dinadan and Leoness. She has a 2-ranged attacks space. She
So
can
didn't
do
Dan
Holy
and
Word
Scott
and
Bear
heals.
got together, had a kid, and that's the product of it, right?
I suppose.
Even though this is like way in the
You know, maybe Eliza would be a little more like Dinadan because she actually has parry. But she has red spells, so she has Exoblast, and she has the actual cheer spell, so she can cheer up her allies to do more damage like Ramza can
Yeah.
in tactics,
Oh yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Ooh, this will be fun. I don't know if
Yes.
I want to go that far with him, but
You can.
What's there to get him? Angel can't get him with a Divine Ray.
Yet.
You're fairly safe.
I mean, they could pull me in and then Angel Divine Ray.
They'd have to move everybody. Talia's not going to move anymore. She's going to sit there, do heals, or do 2-range attack things, or... I don't think... she could move, but I don't think she's going to move.
You know what I think you should do, Mike?
What?
Retreat.
Very good. I got you, man. How's he gonna?
Say it all
Oh,
the
because
time.
he's red.
Yeah, they do really good damage. You could try to paralyze the Centaur, which worked too.
He has a 2-space move, right? No.
You don't really have a really good offense against that Gigantes. You have to probably fry it with magic or something. Maybe weaken it
Well,
first.
what I can do because they decided to be smart and move right here.
You could
is
weaken
do
the
this.
you could weaken the Gigantes and then he would be weaker.
Well, I could do this.
Whoa! Faded him. Attack and defense down. That. Oh man.
You could do
You
that.
are mean.
And then for this, I could.
I feel like I'm flying.
His accuracy went down, which is cool. Paralyze?
You gotta pick your battles.
どれ
That's the whole point of this game, Paul.
I'm saying pick your battles when you actually want to call it.
Let's see here.
If you call it all the time, eventually you're gonna be right. I don't call it all the time.
That's some sound logic right there.
Yep, I know. That's what we're good at.
神のご加護
Go! I get to fight with grass pretty soon because I need some cake.
That we do. We need some cake.
Whoa! Attitude!
俺の指示の者どもよ
Why don't I eat some cake?
All I had was a power.
Got some attitude there, Mike.
Yeah.
Thinking your metallic side is coming out now. What do you think?
I agree.
よっしゃ
He seems very happy.
死にさらせ
He is.
That's
He's a
That
third.
did so much damage. Holy cow.
Dude, you are dead. Get out of here while you still can. That guy's gonna kill you.
I know,
He's
dude.
13, you know what I mean?
一
I'm
気に
so
畳みかける
afraid.
行
It's
くわよ
crazy.
Treasure hunters are really just utility. They're just like a bit of a glorified support.
Oh, I wish you were gonna miss.
They're- Oh, did he do that special move on you?
Yeah.
I'd say that the ranges are good if you have at least 2 of them. 3 is kind of like my ideal. I can go Power Ranger with that.
Yeah. All you gotta do is say, it's morphin' time. What color Power Ranger do you turn into? There's red, blue, yellow. Red, blue, yellow,
Pink.
pink. That's what she was the hot one.
How many more area heals does this leader chick have? A bunch.
Yeah, she's like she's
Oh, there's
she's
black.
sort of the new Kai,
行くよ
but with Leoness holy words.
There's red, blue, yellow, pink, and black. Pink black was the master.
I don't know what they transform into.
おしまいだよ
Well, I know pink was sheer tactical because she was actually pretty good looking without her costume. Can't remember her real name. Then later, green one came out and he left the
You know what would be
Whatever.
interesting? You know what I would find interesting? If they made Holy Word also really good.
Hurt the enemy invaders team?
That would make
sense, wouldn't it?
that would make Holy Word the best
Yeah,
spell in the
spell in the
game.
game.
But you'd raise the magic cost. Instead of it being 183, it'd be like 215. Because it would only heal your team by, or like 250.
Yeah, I could probably see something like
It would only heal your team by like 50 or 60 points each. But it also makes sense. I've always wondered why holy magic that's supposed to hurt your opponent doesn't help your team as well. Just conjecture, obviously. Like, there's no real reason it should, but I've always wondered why it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Hey, Vertigor, how's it going? Thanks for coming by.
Vertigo. Is that an offspring? Is it like a thing like Vertigo as well? Just with an E? Easy?
Oh,
Vertigo is
I'm sure he
supposed
knows better than we do.
to- Oh, yeah, it's his name.
But yeah, this is a try-up here. We've got Metalic Mike is leading the battle. Raging Paul and I are just sitting back commentating.
Yeah, that's what we usually always do anyway.
We're not really giving Metalic Mike a hard time, which maybe we should because he's got such an easy time in this battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you start.
Is that what you think?
Well, Talia's out in the front, and I think you just basically won. So,
未熟だ
She did. I wanted to kill more monsters because I wanted, like, stuff, but
sometimes opportunity just jumps
it
in
just,
your face.
yeah, exactly.
You
She was
know.
sitting right in the front
Well,
line.
yeah.
It's like you can't. You can't not do it.
Well,
see,
if
she
because
was
if you
going
don't,
right
you're gonna have a
there.
hard time killing everything else while she's still healing,
Healing
everything.
everything, yeah.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know.
Like,
If it was anybody but Talia.
Yeah, Cold, and you know, Rue killed one of my leaders. So he was right in the front. I pumped everything into him,
And you won.
and I won.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the way it goes, though,
Yeah.
because you can't just like move through the main leader of the army and be like, I'll deal with you later, while Rudo's just chopping your guys to pieces. You're like,
Well, she's-
I gotta deal with the
he's
problem
deadly.
at hand,
He's
Yeah.
so deadly.
But
Exactly.
haven't had a lot of time to
I
watch
kind of went
stream.
into it wanting to grind to get, but since she's just going to be sitting there healing the whole time, I'd rather kill her this turn,
Yeah.
and then next turn, when they don't have someone who can do 25 area heals. then
Well,
kill
she
people.
can do 3 full area heals.
Yeah, I mean 25 was an exaggeration, but you get what I mean.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it's your turn!
Oh, now here it comes! The battle of the century!
All right, Raging Paul's up here.
Yay!
You finished your,
Your
first challenge?
mode? What was your challenge mode?
Yeah, I finished.
Vertigor.
This is the 3rd challenge mode I'm doing. I've already done this once before with Morelva.
Oh, are you talking about this one? I thought when someone says challenge mode, it reminds me of the
Well,
Legend of Ursina and
I-
using like all ghouls or something.
Well, I did a lot of challenge modes for my LPs in the past, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. But I did this one and I did Shinobi.
皆の者死に急ぐではないぞ
300 short for what? 30k? Oh, 25k. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna meet the standards here, Vertigor. We're playing 3-player, but we're gonna try to do everything the best we can. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run with a Stella crew, and hopefully it'll be stellar the whole way through. So if I win with just Stella, we get the 25% boost from attacking with 25% less troops. The 40% on top of that We can basically get everything except for winning a defense. And then if you win on time, so
attack us no matter what.
they haven't attacked her at all.
Yeah, even when like there was a time when the CP was
I
higher.
just have Stella
Yeah,
with 3
yeah.
monsters and they have
Yeah.
not even bothered to attack. I'm like,
They had three,
They
three
should.
nights against triggers one night, and they just sat
鹿の者ども
They
よ
easily could have attacked you.
What
Not saying they
続け
won, but their CP was higher than yours. They easily could have attacked you, but they never did.
maybe that's they were judging based on the character and the tactical decisions we've been making so far, and they're just like, you know, we're just not going to win on this guy in defense. We're going to have him come in offense. Maybe they just were like, screw it, we're going to let him come after
So
us.
the computer's actually being a little smart.
So maybe the computer's actually smart in like understanding how I'm playing my battles, and they're just like backing off. Like, that's weird. Either that or they're just not that ambitious.
There are some times though I was playing like the version of Brigandine shortly though, and like the army will come, will go right next to my guys, but they won't attack. Because they know my guys are so super strong.
Yeah, like even in Battle Brothers. When I'm playing Battle Brothers, there's times that I get close enough, I'm like, okay, you start the battle with me, and I can engage after that. And they'll sit there 3 to 4 turns doing nothing. But then they'll get out there throwing weapons and be like, ah, I can sit here and throw. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. You know, bum rush them. You know, I'm going to take them down. Just defended 3 times the whole time. So that's what I was missing, maybe. I still have 14 seasons left. We'll conquer them. Should kill them all again. Yeah, I have one army. I have one army, and I'm attacking with one army. And I don't have the CP to win an assault, but they just don't even attack me. So Stella's crew just gets to literally walk all over everybody. Anytime I have her go out and attack, because I literally waited one whole turn to see if they'd attack me, and they had two separate castles that could have attacked me. Neither of them did anything. So then I'm just like, you know what? If this is the mentality, I'm gonna send her out there. She's gonna keep crushing and attacking by herself, and that'll help force level her up way higher than the enemies because she's getting all the experience herself, you know. And so she's gonna be super high. She might be a lot higher than Aurora. I don't know. I don't know. You know?
You just never know.
Yep. 14 seasons left. 5 armies. You have 5 armies. Always 1 mage, 1 angel, 1 demon. That's it. So when I'm going with my 1 army crew, I'm always taking a Phoenix. An Archangel's probably a really good idea too, but if Phoenix can handle defensive damage and can do an area heal for dirt cheap, you know? So the Phoenix is great because then if I don't want to do an area heal, I could do a flame spell and do damage too, and then it heals. I'd have to say for like a single crew, maybe the Phoenix is the better one, but I don't know. I'd have to try it out with an Arc too, just to see if the Arc is better, because the Arc would have obviously Divine Ray, a lot more magic, you know, but survivability for a lone knight. I feel like the Phoenix is like the best call because, yeah, I might heal him up with an area heal, but I can do 2 area heals on all my dudes and dudettes.
Yeah.
And I get a flame spell out of it too. So I get a
And
3
they're
range.
they're a physical fighting monster.
And they heal themselves up each turn.
Yeah, they're a physical monster, so they're frontlining. They're not.
And I could
they don't have to be protected.
It's so multi-versatile
Yeah.
that I think that's why I kind of prefer it.
Yeah.
If I had like a Rudo, I could probably go maybe more with Angel or like a Tim or something like that.
I'd still think the Phoenix might even be a better call though, just because.
Personally, for me, I like the Phoenix a lot, and I'm pretty accustomed to that. If I could get 2 Phoenixes, that'd be kick-ass.
Yeah.
But you know, a Phoenix, a Snake, and then a couple other things, I don't really care.
4 elementals on this.
You know. Well, yeah, you.
They really want to spray it down.
They really do.
Well, they might get their chance.
They will get their chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that same thing too. Phoenix is for heal or is for heal or for flame. That's what I do with my Phoenix. I know in the past people used them a little more offensively, and I think that's why some people are upset because they're like, "Well, Phoenix is a Phoenix heal. It should do the Rock Crybird." But you know, if you do the Phoenix heal correctly, you heal up like 2. It is one of the most powerful heals, and for the area heal, it is way cheaper than the other area heals.
You eat some cake and you'll get stronger.
Unpopular opinion, I think the Phoenix should keep the Rock Bird Cry.
Rock Bird Cry and a Phoenix Heal?
Really?
That sounds about fair. I don't know. People might say that's overpowered, but I think that's about fair.
I mean,
It is pretty
dragons,
powerful.
all that happens with dragons is they upgrade, their breath gets stronger. It's not that they lose the breath.
Mm-hmm.
With the Phoenix, you lose the cry, but you gain a heal. So it makes sense why they do it, but they should still keep the
敵の
cry.
弱点を
They
観
should still
測
have an offensive. Or, if you want to get technical, they should make the Phoenix heal hurt enemies and heal you.
Well, the Phoenix does heal enemies.
No, but they should make it hurt enemies while simultaneously healing you. But you should only get like one of them.
I see what you're saying.
So
yeah.
it's like a cross between, it's like an upgraded version of the Rock Cry.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Or they make a level 20
敵を
Phoenix
倒
that
し
can
ましょう。
frontline.
What are you moving away for? Get over here.
Well, the whole point of the Phoenix is more of evasion. So if you can get its agility high enough
No,
and
that
its
way.
own healing properties, it's
Yeah.
like the Vampire Lord.
If it gets,
In a respect, it's like the Vampire Lord because it heals itself and it has evasion. Vampire Lord doesn't really have evasion, but it just heals itself and it heals himself while attacking you.
yeah.
So it's kind of like if you're playing Final Fantasy and you're playing a Dark Knight, you're either giving your hit points to damage or you're draining hit points from the enemy to heal yourself.
Right,
You know, much
Yeah.
like a vampire in a way.
right.
So the Phoenix almost is like a vampirical thing, but it's self-regenerating.
Yeah.
You know, more so.
It's less
And so
evil.
yeah, it's not tanky. It's not as evasive, but it self heals and a
I've
self
always
heal.
used Phoenix frontline.
See,
I've always frontline
see-
Phoenixes. Frontline in the center, and then
Come
when your
on.
team gets damaged enough, you pull them to the back and then Crybird or heal.
I always wait for them to come right to me, and then I burn all my self heals
then you
defensively,
bring 'em out, yeah.
and then I bring him out because he's got nothing better to do. And then at that point, like everything they did, it's gone. Like
I just kill the enemy, and then once the enemy, I kill like 2 or 3 enemies, and I focus, and then once they're gonna get like 50 HP each, and all my guys need full 200 heal, I'll drop the heal. They won't get healed as much as I do. You know what I mean?
yeah. You know what I think they could have done with the Simurgh here, which I kind of feel like the Simurgh's more powerful. It's like you don't need any more heals. You can just go with straight up damage.
Yeah.
That's when I would go with a Simurgh, but I feel like that's not a big call for me. Like, unless when I'm fighting with Rudo, or if I'm fighting with Mantislesi or a team that's got enough freaking healers,
Yeah.
you're fighting with a Cardinal, go over Simurgh, you know?
Yeah.
Because they'll tear apart mountain creatures.
Right.
But I think the Simurgh could have had a major buff if you gave it a cure spell. Or maybe not even a heal, maybe a heal spell, because the Phoenix has a heal,
Yeah.
but I would say probably a cure spell, just to give it something odd, something different, just something extra, just to make it just like, well, yeah, it does damage, but so does everything else in the game.
Yeah.
You know, give it some other utility, because the Phoenix has a flame spell, healing roar. I
Yeah.
mean, it has way more utility than the Simurgh does.
Yeah.
The Simurgh just does damage,
Yeah.
doesn't really heal itself. You know,
or
give
maybe
the Simurgh.
Give Simurgh stone or paralyze.
Yeah, the Simurgh lacks spells. Give the Simurgh a cure spell. That's what I was thinking about initially with the Griffin. If somebody did a mod and they gave the Griffin just a cure spell,
Yeah.
it would make it a little bit more like a healer
It would
in a
make
way.
it usable.
Because then you could, because if you didn't have a bishop with you, let's say you go with a cleric that
Yeah.
does not have cure spells
Yeah.
in Grand Edition. You have a cleric with 2 Holy Griffins that have cure built into it.
Yeah.
So if something happens, your bird is going to cure it up, not her.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, then I can have utility, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well, that would make Griffins actually viable. I mean, Griffins aren't. It's
because
not that
Griffins are
aren't
Griffins are
viable.
seen as like holy creatures that
It's
are
not that
protectors and
Griffins
stuff.
aren't
So maybe
viable
give
in
it
the-
that cure spell, because then it's not a heal. Then you're not running around with attackers and healers at the same time.
Yeah.
You're running around with somebody that could, well, if you get stoned, you know, boom, it's gone.
Yeah. Well, the thing is.
And the feather attack, that was the thing
Griffins
everybody wanted.
Griffins
to.
aren't horrible.
我に
But
続
the
け
thing is, in the original, Griffins aren't horrible and you can use them. The only thing is, there's other things that are so much better.
The point is, if you ever think about it like this, just think, and I know
It's not that they're bad, it's just that everything else is.
this
better
is
in
gonna
its own
sound
way.
a little weird
Wyverns
for
have more evasion and they're good
yeah,
against sky
yeah,
units.
because it's utility.
Yeah.
It's all because utility. If you got something that's just not as strong,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't seem to hold up in so many ways, give it more utility things
Yeah.
instead of making it like a healer or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
The point is like a Griffin, only at about level 25, and
Yeah.
it's almost like a Lance in a way. Once you get Lance to level 19. And a Griffin to level 25, then you can put them in the front lines, and you're like, okay, now I feel secure with them just staying in the front lines because they're probably not going to die.
Right.
Because it's like that's the same thing with Lance. You got to get them up to a certain level, whereas almost all the other creatures in the game, you already are relying upon them based upon what they have.
Right.
You know, so I totally agree with the wing attack, but I don't know if they're going to give it back. I wish they could.
Yeah.
I wish they would, because then that would give it the utility of having some range, so it's be like, well, do I want free range attacks?
Yeah.
Or do I want a flame spell and a heal?
Right.
Whereas if I have to choose, if I get a heal and a flame spell or just a physical attack, I'm going to choose the Phoenix 90% of the time.
Right.
I'm literally going to overlook the Simurgh almost all of the time playing this game. And it's not because I don't like the Simurgh. I like how it looks. I like that it's strong. But the fact that it is not as tactically viable as a Phoenix,
It doesn't
I
make
will
as much
usually-
sense to have one on a team.
I will typically overlook it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Give
If it
the
had a
feather attack,
if it had the feather attack, then I would be like weighing my options.
I'd almost argue that the feather attack though should have like a 20% chance to paralyze, or just give it a paralyze spell, or give it a stone, or have a 20% chance to stone. Like it's
I'm
not
thinking
that the
Battle
feather-
Brothers now. Like if it had an injury, like
Yeah, right. It's not that the feather attack is bad and that option isn't viable, Vertigor. Just the only thing is, yeah, or a chance to lower defense. That's a really good idea. It's not that just the feather attack's a
ooh,
bad
a
idea.
weakness.
Yeah, listen. It's not just the chance that the feather, or it's not just that the feather attack's a bad idea. It's a wonderful idea, but the Phoenix just has so much more. Like that heal is so much more powerful than just a feather attack.
Because if
A
you look
feather
at the
attack
heal,
would-
it's 200 power.
Right, well, just a feather attack would pale in comparison. So, yeah, or like a good idea, like you were saying, Vertigor, maybe a 50% chance to lower defense. Or an always lower defense.
I don't
That
think
would balance.
not an always lower defense, not for an infinite attack.
I think so.
No.
I think that, no, it wouldn't be infinite. It'd be based off of MP.
Oh, an MP attack that could lower defense. That I
But
could
it would
see.
still do damage.
That I could see.
It would still do damage, but it would lower defense. You only have so many feathers you can shoot. How come you can infinitely shoot your feathers? You're gonna run out of feathers.
Or lower evasion.
Or lower evasion.
Ooh, lower evasion.
There's a bunch of different stuff. you can do.
That's what I was thinking.
Or
Because you
lower
only
attack.
you only have so many feathers. You're gonna have a skinned chicken flying in the air.
Yeah.
By the time you know it,
Yeah.
you throw your feathers at the enemy.
Yeah, or lower evasion, or lower attack, or even
I
or,
think
or attack MP. When it hits MP, you can use it to target mages and stuff.
Oh.
You are my liege, Lord.
Obviously, you would have to use your own MP, but it's almost like the dragon cry, like you would be able to target
It would just be
mages,
copying the wyvern thing, except for you could choose.
and it'd be a targeted, yeah,
Yeah, it'd be a targeted MP attack.
and it would do.
Well, I
Maybe
mean,
it would do
to-
damage to HP
I mean-
and MP, or just MP.
If we have to make it like more of a physicality thing, like this really could happen, it would be considered wind burn. I don't know if you ever had
Yeah,
wind burn.
like bleed damage, like poison.
Yeah, it'd be like a wind burn, but it would probably go away after a certain amount of
Yeah, like
turns.
bleed damage in Battle Brothers.
Yeah,
It's
like
only like last 2 turns.
maybe they could like title it wind burn, and for 3 turns you bleed out some hit points, or something like that, or you bleed out
your MP.
you bleed out your MP. Yeah. Yeah,
and
that-
it still does damage to your HP though, because the attack hits you.
Well, the attack hits you, yes, and then the
And then
MP
the
bleed
effect
damage.
bleeds your MP,
So
or
that's a perfect attack, actually. That would be perfect for the Griffin,
I feel like that would be really balanced in comparison to the Phoenix.
because you'd have to spend MP to do the attack. The
Yeah.
attack would hurt, but then for 3 turns you lose 20 MP
Yeah.
per turn.
20
Or-
or 30 or
Like 20
Yeah,
or like
gotcha.
no 10% 10%
Percentage
of your MP
Ooh,
each
that
turn.
might be busted though.
No, because 10%
Well, if you have 500
10% of your current MP.
Oh, your current.
So,
Okay, so
it's
not
not going to
max.
be as much going along. So if you got like 200, take off 10% of 200.
20,
Okay, now you're down to 180. Take off
18.
10%.
18.
Now you're taking off 18. Now you're down to that.
Yeah, it would be 162.
So,
Take off 16.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that would be a perfect way to balance out the Simurgh, because then you know how the Simurgh is all offense, roar.
Yeah.
You know, the Phoenix is all defense, ah. You know,
Yeah.
you know, you're like, now it makes sense because
Well, the
you're like,
Simurgh
I want offense or I want defense. I want offense. Okay, I'm gonna go and target this mage over there because he's being kind of a, you know,
Yeah.
pain in the butt to me, and then you hurt them. But let's say you don't. Well, you would have to hit in
Yeah.
order for this to tack onto them.
Right,
You know?
it's not like they would
And then-
automatically get it. It has to.
And then they get healed up because they were hurt, but their MP is still bleeding. So
Yeah.
technically speaking, they're less of a mage than they were before.
Well, I'm also thinking in comparison to Phoenix and Simurgh. How does that impact?
This would be a perfect thing to
Because
do.
the
I'm saying
Phoenix can
this
still
right here.
heal itself. The
This right here would be a perfect example of upgrading the Simurgh to more usability, friendliness for the player.
Right.
Because other people are just going to be like, what do I want? Well, Phoenix has got like 3 different things. It heals itself, it can heal everybody, and it can do flame spells.
Yeah.
And what can a Simurgh do? It flies.
It flies. That's
Okay, I'm going with Phoenix.
Yeah.
And that's essentially
the
what...
Phoenix flies too.
You're like, no, they hurt mountain creatures a lot. How many mountain creatures do you come in contact with here?
Right, not many.
Unless you're fighting a dancer, a mountain terrain dancer, or you're fighting a giant or an iron golem, you're like,
Yeah.
what do I care? You
Right.
know, like what?
Yeah, Vertigo, you're right. It's white and it flies.
I know. It's like it flies. Great. You know. Okay, it can take down all these
I
mountain
mean,
creatures.
but doesn't a Phoenix
Great.
fly too?
But
Like-
it's like that's just a small side bonus.
Yeah.
That's just like if this happens, if you're in this situation, if that's not the same thing as a Phoenix. I guarantee I will heal myself. I guarantee I will heal you. I guarantee I will do flame spells.
I have an idea.
Griffins are, if the situation is perfect for me, I'm a great monster.
Yeah.
That's not enough for me to want to pick it. That's why I said 90% of the time I'm picking the Phoenix. This is why if we give the Griffin a winged attack that can give MP bleed damage over time, it would make it a really cool utility because someone coming at you with all mages and you're like, well, I got my Griffins.
Yeah.
You know?
敵の
You're
弱
like,
点を観測
you got to get out your spells quick and fast before your MP's gone.
I
You know?
almost- I'm trying to
So you
think of
can't
this in
sit, you can't be like like the AI that can't sit on their MP and go like, well, that's fine. I got all my no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bleed it out.
I'm trying to think
You know?
I'm trying to think of a balancing perspective, however. Because I'm thinking about a Phoenix going up against that, and I almost feel like a Phoenix going up against that would get completely demolished by it. Because you would hit their HP and you would bleed their MP. So what I think should actually, like, I'm all for advocating for it, but you know how the Phoenix has a heal and it has a flame spell? The Simurgh should have an attack, an HP attack, and an MP drain. Do you
Well,
get
that's
I
what
mean?
we're talking about.
Yeah, no, but not in the same attack. In 2 separate attacks.
Oh, so you could do the Crybird or you could do the winged attack
Yeah.
and have a slow drain. So like how the Lupio gives you a regen,
Right.
you're just giving him a MP poison
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah,
so you just
exactly, yeah.
reverse the tables.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically.
okay,
It
okay.
makes it a little more balanced.
Yeah,
Because
an
I feel
area-
like
an
if you
area
hit their
MP
HP
poison.
and- if you hit
Yeah.
their HP and you drain their MP in the same
Or like Vertigo's saying, an area cure, with a small area cure around
Yeah.
you where you could go around and cure. So you could do area cure and then a
皆
ranged
の者
drain it.
MP poison.
That'd
That
be a
could
cool
work
balance,
too.
yeah.
Because that's what I was saying. The whole cure thing. It should have a cure because there's so many situations.
Yeah.
So many situations. You get paralyzed, you get stunned, you get poisoned, and in this game, it's unless you're bringing a unicorn into battle,
Yeah.
マナの祝福
or you have like a dedicated healer. That's the reason I cross-class a lot.
Yeah.
Is so I can get that aspect. Otherwise, there's so many situations I'm just like, oh man, I'm screwed.
Right.
You know, what can I do?
Right.
You know, and there are some people that have this box dome area cure, like that little pick guy. He's got
Yeah.
box dome, which is a giant area of
Yeah.
like 6 spaces around him,
Yeah.
he can cleanse everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's Pick. I think that's what that's his that's
You
his
know,
ability.
An
So
area cure's a good idea too.
so
But would
if
that
they
make
had
it, would that make it offensive?
ここは一気に
still?
攻め込むチャンスだな
Or would that just be a different version of the Phoenix?
it would just give more. Well, the thing is, it would give it because the Phoenix does heals.
Yeah.
If the Simmer
You could
does
have one
cures,
of both and do area heals and area cures.
then they're both have their own individual thing that's unique,
Yeah.
that is helpful, and then you could have both of them and make a really good salad.
Yeah.
But you know, like
Yeah.
or a stew, or
but
you
then
know,
the
Thanksgiving
Simmer-
dinner, like
the Simmer would have to regenerate its MP then.
pie.
Would the Simmer regenerate its MP instead of its HP then? Because Simmers
Yeah.
don't generate HP,
Yeah.
do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
No, I'm just
yeah.
saying that's a
I
good
haven't
idea.
had one yet.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's a
They
decent
would
idea.
regenerate their MP.
Regenerate its MP, as it degenerates someone else's.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. It would probably have to like be like a Phoenix heal where it costs like 80 and they only recover 20 a turn or something like that. So you can only do it twice, but then by like the 3rd or 4th turn you'd be able to do it again. You'd have to put some kind of limit on it. Or maybe 60. Maybe 60. So you can get 3 off and then you'd have to wait an extra turn. You can't just keep doing it continuously.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
It would be like Aurora's MP heal.
Yeah,
she gets
exactly.
20% back each turn. So every 2 turns, you're able to do
Shikono
the
mono
ground
The
shake.
ground
But
shake.
if you're at level 30, I think you can do it every turn.
Okay, yeah.
If you want to. Just it depends on how big her MP pool is. So
Yeah.
you can give the Simmergs things that increase their MP
Yeah.
pool to be able to
Do it more often.
do this more often.
Yeah.
So you could make them stronger. So I'm thinking like this sounds fantastic. Actually,
Yeah.
I love this idea.
Yeah.
Either they do the area thing or they
Like an area cure.
like
or
area
like,
cure. But
what
I
about
think
area
they're
paralyze. What about making him a more offensive unit?
bring him back into the rock status.
Yeah.
With the paralyzed.
Yeah.
I could see that would probably be. Well, I think they already have that though.
Or
Don't
no,
they?
like a
I
what-
forgot. I haven't had Simmer in a while.
No. Do they have an area rock attack type?
I forgot. I haven't had it for a while. But the point is like the Phoenix is
Or
just a
high critical, yeah.
just a better utility.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do I want to choose, Batman, or do I want to choose Bat Cow?
Yeah.
So I'm going to choose Batman.
Right.
Because Bat Cow is just more of a
cow
joke,
dressed up in a Batman suit.
and it was powerful, but it wasn't Batman.
Yeah.
It's like,
It could trample you, but it didn't have a grappling hook.
it's a cow.
Yeah, it's a cow.
Alright,
could-
here
解
comes the
析
first
完
leader
了
kill.
最適な進軍
What do
を
you think
開
about
始
that?
Yeah, no. So I think that's a really interesting concept. I just wonder, maybe instead of an area paralyzed. Good job, Paul. Maybe instead of an area paralyzed, it would do like a 2 hex in front of you, or like a maybe not a 2 hex.
各種パラメ
Maybe
ー
it would do
タ
like
ー
a
が上
triangle
昇
hex in front of you, where it does like first square, 2 squares, then 3 squares. And
It
then
breaks
cuts
off like a
kind of like a
like the gun in Battle Brothers. It just shoots off
just-
in a cone.
yeah, and like a
It's a
cone.
conal attack.
Right, except it would just be the 1 square, then the 2, so it would hit like 4 guys or something.
That would kind of make sense if you're
敵を
crying
倒しましょう
out in
Crying
front of you,
forward.
耐えられますか
crying forward a conal attack for that could lower down.
Well, what actually happens with sound is there's a centralized point and it spreads out.
Yeah.
It doesn't go all the way around you.
Well,
It
the thing
spreads
is,
forward.
the thing
like
is,
if you're behind me, you hear me less than if you're in
I
front
I
of me.
know you're saying it, but the Phoenix puts his head up in the air and cries
Yeah.
out in a circle.
But for the
So-
paralyzed, they would cry it forward, like a
Yes,
sonic wave.
yes. Yeah.
And then for the MP drain, it'd be like a wing flap. And they would like target. And then, I wonder how many spaces would you make that target? 2 or 3?
Well,
Is
if
3 too
you
broken?
if you only have the MP drain,
Yeah.
and that's like, let's say that's the only addition that was made, the MP
Just-
drain with an attack, then it'd have to be 3. But if
Right.
you have extra utility, it would have to be 2, because
Like MP
if you have
drain-
too much utility, one of them is very powerful. You're gonna kind of negate.
MP
賢く立ち回ってやるよ。
chance to faint at 3 spaces. Is that too powerful?
That would be too powerful. If it was
Is
2
it?
spaces and a chance to faint with MP drain, that would make sense.
But it's only a chance to.
But it's still.
Or only feints on criticals.
But it's still a chance. It's you're
No, I know what
you're
you're
already
saying.
getting a free attack, and then you know you're regenerating your own MP all the time anyway. So you're already getting a free attack. You will be draining their MP, and on top of that, you're gonna feint them. That is like.
But doesn't the Phoenix have a chance to Fire Claw for extra damage on critical?
I don't think they do that in.
Not in this one.
Not in this one.
Okay, yeah, I haven't noticed it. I didn't know if you guys have seen it.
I don't think they do. I haven't seen it myself
Or,
either.
How about this? Make it 3 spaces, right? Make it 3 spaces, but you can only do 2, and you only recover 20 HP, like at base. Or you only recover 20 MP at base. So it would take you 3 or 4 turns to do another one. So realistically, with the MP drain, you're only really getting rid of 2 spells or maybe a Geno spell. You know what I mean?
Only one to make it viable for backstabbing.
Only one, yeah, right? No.
Yeah, now we're going full into Battle Brothers mode here.
Right. No, okay, I mean, maybe the feint is too overpowered. I'm just trying to
As
think...
much as it sounds cool to keep adding things, people are going to be like, yeah,
No, I know, that
that's
does
a bit
feel
too
like,
much.
It does feel like too much.
You know?
Or maybe 2 spaces. I was just thinking the chance to feint, because if you legitimately get knocked over by a pillar of wind, there's a good chance you're going to hit your head and get knocked out.
How about this? How about this? This would be perfect. And you might even agree with me on this. And Paul might want to chime in. And Vertigo too. What if you have the wind attack happen 3 spaces away and it does one of 2 things?
Oh, a chance to do MP or a chance to feint?
It will do one of 2 things.
Yeah.
It'll either drain your MP or it will feint you.
Yeah.
So you might not drain their MP, but you might feint them for the turn.
Or you might drain their HP when you're trying to feint, or you might drain their...
You
Would it
will
be
do
HP or
you
MP?
will do a physical damage attack. It
Okay,
won't be
so-
that powerful, but it will either do a feint or it'll do an MP drain for 3 turns.
So, okay, MP drain still.
So your range attack, wherever you want, 3 spaces, will do one of the 2 things.
Yeah.
So it's either 50 this or 50 that.
Yeah.
You're flipping a coin.
Right.
You hit a mage, you'll stop it from casting a spell, definitely if you feint.
Yeah.
But you will drain its MP if it has the MP thing.
But
so
yeah.
so this could work on dragons too, to stop them from doing
Breath
breath
attacks.
attacks, because breath attacks cost so much in this game.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously
Yeah.
high. So like, oh, now you can only do 1 breath attack, or oh, maybe you can't even do one. You know,
Yeah,
it's just
that's
like-
why I was thinking
you know?
MP drain would actually be a really good idea as far as
But that would-
balancing
that
it
would-
between Phoenix and the Simurgh or the
Simurgh.
Simurgh, because the Phoenix relies on its MP to heal its teammates. The Simurgh
Once
should
it's out,
be
it's
the-
out.
Yeah, the Simurgh should be the counter of that, but it doesn't necessarily. It doesn't regenerate its HP. It regenerates its MP. So in a fist-to-fist battle, a Phoenix could beat a Simurgh because its HP regenerates.
Yeah, yeah.
But a Simurgh could beat a Phoenix because it stops it from healing. It drains its MP or it feints it.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, it could go either
It
way.
could go either way.
It could go either way.
They counter each other.
Man, this is a perfect idea.
That's what
we
I-
gotta write this down. This
Yeah.
is a perfect idea.
That's why I was thinking that'd be a
'cause-
really good idea for the MP drain.
Because
Just because it's like it does the opposite of the Phoenix.
I know, because I know that they kind of feel like they've made this perfectly balanced with the Simurgh, but I'm 100% against it because I just don't choose the Simurghs.
Oh, a silence.
A silence or an MP drain.
Silence or an MP drain.
Silence or MP drain, because there's already enough things that feint, right?
Yeah.
So it could do, because
Silence is a good idea, but my suspicion is that would make Simmer very underwhelming when you're going against physical leaders and stuff.
ooh, hey, thank you for the sub.
That's my only. Welcome to the channel, Ismail. Thank you for the sub.
I think
Let's
that's the
celebrate.
YouTube part of it. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
You'll probably get to see this video when it comes out.
No, the only thing is, I'm just wondering if. I don't know. It seems.
Raging Paul's tearing it up
敵を
here.
倒しましょう
Yeah, good job. I'm almost. Silence sounds like a great idea, but I almost feel like that would be.
Yeah.
Silence feels like a great idea. The only thing I'm concerned about with the silence versus a feint is it does nothing against physical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, it stops a paladin from healing for a turn, but if it can just stab you with a sword anyways.
Yeah, but that could maybe work in a way because phoenixes aren't like fully on physical attackers anyway. They're kind of support.
Right.
They're
silencing
a mix of everything. It's like a very well balanced monster. It can attack. It can do decent damage. It can get hurt, but it can heal itself. It can heal others, and it can do some magic attacks. So it's got like everything built into it.
That's my exact point.
So
the Phoenix has everything built into it. So the Simurgh should have everything built into it.
ここは一気に攻め込むチャンスだな。
Yeah, yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
やっと。
Fates are mostly done by having
Dang
it.
it.
I feel you. I was more thinking like a stun, but that's exactly what a feint is in this game.
But the thing is, a feint could work with a Simurgh because
paralyze.
the feint could work with a Simurgh because it takes down heavy units. It takes down the Cyclops. It takes down the Mithril Golem. Everything that's mountainous. The only difference is that if it's attacking like a ninja, it might not be able to hit it. But if it does, it's going to do really
Massive
good damage.
damage.
So it is a heavy hitter in a way, but it is weaker because it's a flying bird.
It's a heavy hitter with low, it's a
You know,
glass cannon.
Yeah, it's a glass cannon, essentially, yeah.
Essentially, it's a glass cannon.
You know, whereas little Umamaro is an actual cannon.
Oh, I'm trying to think about this. What if? Okay, how about?
Actually,
鹿の者どもよ
The silence is a good
我に
idea.
続け
So what? Okay, so with the target attack, it would be either a silence or an MP drain, and then the other one is a
私など
thing that
所詮
paralyzes,
老いぼれの
like a voice that paralyzes.
I think the MP Drain is the better idea because it's more unique,
Yeah.
and it's not just a basic silence, because silence can wear off.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've seen so many times playing this game that I do something to the enemy and it wears off immediately the next turn.
Or
If
it's
you
not
have a
even
guaranteed drain of their MP,
Yeah.
it will go away.
Yeah.
It will go away. So
I have an idea.
that will like change how the battles are played for the rest of the battle, because you're like, they're not going to be able to do this to me. Like let's say for this turn they had 200 MP and it costs 198 to do a holy word. Next turn they lost 20% of their MP. Now you know that the next turn they can't do a holy word.
Yeah.
So you're like, I guess I could kind of move in now. That would like get some gears rolling and be like, oh, now they can't do a heal. Now they
Question. Guys that are trapped, they can't counter, right?
the unknown
they
can't
can't.
counter. They will not counter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just that's the reason I would promote an MP drain over a silence, because just, you could do it and be like, yeah, I put a silence on them. Next turn, all the silences disappear.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why did that? What was the purpose of that?
Sometimes you silence something and it's just like that.
And then that was the whole point.
Or the silence is pointless because the knight isn't even going to heal itself. It's going to attack you.
Yeah, because the next turn they would do their magic spell, but it wore off, and
Now
what
you
you
got
did
it, yeah.
was just give them like minuscule little damage, and that was it.
What
And
if
you
instead
could have
of
done
drain-
something else.
What if instead of drain over time, it was like a flame spell, but it targeted MP?
Well, if it was just like a
one
it was just
solid
like
70 damage.
MP damage attack, that would work too.
Yeah.
That would be fine too.
Now, honestly, guys, I'd like to kill her. Oh, if he would have hit, she would have been dead. But he missed.
Well,
So-
she's good and evasive. Yeah.
Nothing I can do about that, but I would have killed all 3 leaders.
Nice.
That would have been awesome.
That would've
Yeah, I'm
been-
getting experience at least, you know.
さあ
Yeah.
敵を倒しましょう
Obviously, if she stays, she's just stupid.
But yeah, so I think that's a really good idea. I mean, there's maybe some possible tweaks here or there. I like the
I like a
so far we
drain.
have a
I like
target, we have
I
a
like a
target
drain over an
over
MP
a chunk.
over a chunk, because then if you do a chunk, then you can't do an
覚えてお
HP
きます
hit. You can't do an HP hit and an MP hit at the same time.
Well, right.
That would be a little too much, because then you just bring in a bunch of griffins and any
褒
like
美は
big tank or mage or whatever, that would be the predominant thing. You'd have to do an MP drain and a small physical punch. You know, because the physical punch punches through to the spirit side, which is where the MP is considered to be.
Yeah.
You know, with all that, and then it slowly drains that.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So like I would say that the MP punch, MP damage, and physical damage at the same time would be a little too much.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But I think an HP attack and an MP drain, not
Or-
very much
or just-
MP drain, but an MP drain would definitely give a little more utility to them to the point that like
They'd be viable.
I'm going up against a whole mage team. This would be perfect to have for that.
Right.
I'm gonna assemble my army units so that I've got, I've got that.
Right. I don't know. I almost feel like it's gonna be my turn, isn't it? Nope.
Take it over. No, good.
I almost feel like just a straight MP chunk would be the like. The
No, you're
reverse.
still going.
Well, yeah, I know, but they just took over.
It's kind of funny that they got stalled out because of Gumol,
Yeah.
and that helped you take that.
Yeah.
It makes a very interesting dynamic here too,
Right. Yeah, no, so that's a good idea. What do you think about the paralyze, the triangle effect paralyze?
That could be a good utility too, but
I'm also curious about your thoughts too, Vertigor, so don't be afraid to comment on that one.
yeah, and anybody else that's hanging out on the stream, if you want to go ahead and talk with us.
But yeah, so
Brigandine will definitely.
You almost think it's what?
That's a tough call because if they've already decided that.
Well, because think about it, the MP drain takes up. I think the MP drain should just hit MP and it should drain your MP. But that takes up the place of the flame spell. So what takes up the place of the area heal?
I would have to say.
I mean,
that
an area cure is a great idea, but it almost makes it just the same as the Phoenix, and I feel like they need to be opposites of each other.
What I would say is they make a third tier rock to get the conal attack, and they keep the simmer with just the wing attack. So the rock would have the conal attack, Phoenix has an area heal, and the simmer
But the Phoenix
has a
also
ranged wing attack.
But the Phoenix also has a flame spell.
私はユナシ
And
ズラ
my argument was
相手になるわ
the wing attack would replace the flame spell.
Oh yeah, okay.
So what does the simmer get in place of the area heal? To
I
keep
guess
it
the
balanced.
area cure.
To keep it balanced?
I guess the area cure would make up for it because you get
You think
area
so?
cure or area heal.
You don't think like a breath that has a chance to paralyze would be a good idea? I mean, a chance, one guaranteed paralyze and two chances, like one guaranteed right in front, but it also has a chance to paralyze the people behind it.
Well, maybe. I think it'd be a bit of a tough call at this
どんなの
point.
が相
Well,
手
because
す
then
る
the
の
You know,
Phoenix,
because
can't
the thing
just
is,
cure it
like-
away.
because the
Phoenix
thing
can't
is-
just cure it away.
Some people are upset because the Phoenix heal is like, oh, I feel up all the enemies. Well, you know,
Oh,
place
sorry,
yourself in
Tatakaimashou.
a triangle
Oh, sorry.
fashion, and if Phoenix just a couple places behind the
好
front
機を見
lead,
出し
it's not
突撃す
likely
る
they're
ぞ
going to get healed up.
Right.
You know, it's not likely.
構え
The only
with
the only
rock-
problem is you got to stop repositioning the Phoenix. You have to position the Phoenix now, position your 3 extra guys,
Yeah.
and stay, and play defense.
Right.
You know, and then if you want to move, but then you basically take yourself out of the position to heal. You know, because if
Yeah.
you place that triangle and then you place the Phoenix right behind the first lead, they can't go in between. They can't go between your characters until they've already been sitting next to you for one whole turn.
Right.
So on the first turn, they come and attack you, and they do a bunch of damage, heal up, and then they want to come in the next turn. You could crunch what's coming in, flame attack it, fire attack it, whatever.
No, I like the idea.
I
think
like
it's a
what
great-
you're saying
何でも言ってくれ。
with that. People, I mean, they put the area heal already, and people weren't. Not everybody was on board with that. It was kind of a divided faction. Some people were for it, some people weren't.
I think they should keep it because it's still a Phoenix. I mean, it's tradition of Brigandine to have a Phoenix.
Well,
heal.
definitely, yeah.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
don't take that away. That would not work.
That's just my point of view. Other people can argue against it. That's fine.
But if they already have an area heal with that, then an area cure for the Simmer with the same radius,
任せろ
or
い
maybe a little bit further because, cures go a little bit farther.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, one extra tile.
So like
three tiles,
three space
instead of
area
two.
cure,
Yeah.
that would work out just fine. You
I
know?
feel like that's not a bad idea. My only complaint is I feel like area cure is less reliably useful than area heal. I'm not saying that it's not awesome, like you don't need a cure on your team, because you do, because they can paralyze you and do all sorts of weird stuff. But sometimes
私の
you
言うこ
don't
と
ever
守っ
need
て
a cure.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe
Then
that's
I guess
maybe
maybe
that's the
I
balance of
can
having both.
then maybe like a conal attack with the paralyze option, but a low percentage paralyze option and
One guaranteed, and like it's kind of like Battle Brothers where the gunshot.
Yeah.
It's like you have a high percent chance to hit the first. It's reduced by 10%. Then it's reduced
exactly,
by 10%.
exactly.
Yeah.
That would work out great.
Right.
That would probably be the best for that.
I mean, I think the area cure idea definitely needs to be looked at, but my only issue, maybe area cure.
I guess the fact is that if you're gonna go with more of an offensive
No, I've got it. Not area cure. MP cure.
thing, well, like the
instead of-
Troubadour healing up the MP,
Like it heals everyone by 50 MP.
that would
And
make
it costs 100.
that would basically be because
It costs 100.
you would make a mage killing team and a mage healing team at the same time,
Yep.
which would make sense. I think that's not a bad idea.
I mean, maybe it'd be too overpowered to heal everybody. Maybe it's a target, or maybe it's like maybe it's like a Genobolt where you target a radius.
Well, they have mana transfer with the Troubadours,
Yeah.
so you can literally give somebody else your MP.
Yeah.
You know, which is what people are saying. Well, give that to Rudo.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely an argument to be talked about there because I think an MP heal would
私の舞台に任せて
I think that would be accurate because it would beautifully reflect the opposite of the Phoenix. Because
Yeah.
the Cure feels like it has
Yeah.
less utility than an MP heal.
But it can't heal its own MP with that, like
Exactly,
the Phoenix. Like how they had the
exactly.
Phoenix. People were upset with that. The Phoenix wasn't healing itself with the area heal, but I'm like, it's giving its own life voice out to something else. I don't really see how that's a big deal. I understand why it doesn't heal itself. It heals itself every turn.
I understand why people are upset because
I'm
Phoenixes were pretty much OP, but at the same time,
No, but
it makes sense.
the Phoenix. Well, in the past they would heal themselves up every turn, and an area heal too, would make them almost unkillable.
Yep.
The point is, like, I could put a Phoenix up against a Salamander, and guess what? The Phoenix had a
the
better
Phoenix will
chance of
come
killing
out.
the Salamander.
Because it'll constantly heal and it can heal
The
itself.
Fire Claw healing itself, the area heal.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's
No, I
can be a
agree
little bit,
completely.
you know, it was a bit more dangerous. So if the Phoenix heal doesn't heal itself, I'm okay with it because it's already healing itself every turn
Per turn.
naturally.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't area heal itself, that's okay. That's a bit of a step back from what we're used to, but it's okay. I get it. You know,
Yeah. No, I agree.
because
completely.
they took that out to give it a flame spell.
Yep.
You know, because now it in the past didn't have flame spell.
Yeah.
And yeah, they took out the Fire Claw, but the Fire Claw made it basically able to kill dragons. You know, which is like extra damage to red.
Yeah.
You know, so
And this force
it's
sucks.
not. Yeah, it's not as powerful, but it's still very viable.
No, I totally agree. I feel like the MP
おし
heal.
ゃれに戦いま
You'd
しょう
have to
おしゃ
find
れ
a
に
way to make it not broken. Because I could see how that could
まず
turn.
は相手の出方を
I
探
would
るぞ
say that instead of healing, you know how you heal
Like instead of healing
200,
the two radius,
you, we would have to heal.
same radius,
Yeah.
or would you target it like
No. You just make it the same radius, but you make it. You know how you get 200 health. You know?
Yeah, make it 100 MP.
No,
Or
that'd be
50.
too much. 50,
50 or so.
maybe 75.
75.
Sev-
I feel like you should at least get a flame spell out of it. You know what I mean? Like if you target,
Yeah,
if you target
yeah,
your mages, all your mages should at least get one flame
Or
spell.
you know what? 60, because you already are going to have a bit of extra MP in reserve after you've done most of your spells. You got like 15, 20, 30 MP left that you just can't do anything with. You get 60 extra on top of it, and bam, you got an extra spell. You know, because if you had to go up and down with gauges, 75 is guaranteed Dragon Breath again. Almost everybody gets every kind of spell. But if you give it just almost to the point of getting a spell, that person still is going to have a little bit of water left in the tank.
Yeah.
You know, to be able to use that extra MP that just going to waste.
Yeah.
Like I got 15 MP left, I can't do anything with it. Get 60 extra on top of that. Now you're up to 75.
Right.
You know, now you can use it again. Do you need another MP boost? Well, Simmer can do that again next turn.
Yeah.
But it's not going to give you the full thing. You just have to. It's basically giving you the option to use the extra gas left in the tank that you just can't suck off of to use.
Right.
You know, it just gives you just enough.
Right.
So if you do like a full 100, well, sky's the limit. You know,
Yeah.
you could put like all your stuff around you and just boom, go. You know, breath attack, breath attack. But if you give it just enough, some monsters might be like, oh man, now I gotta wait a whole extra turn just to get 60 more so I can do this other thing.
Yeah.
You know, so some monsters might be a little bit limited, but some might be like, hey, there's my extra heal. You know, thank you
Yeah.
very much, Mr. Simmerg. I'm gonna use you in battle next time. You know?
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I totally understand what you're saying. My only rebuttal on that is the Phoenix Heal does heal 200 HP. So, how much does a flame spell on average do with the average mage?
120, 130.
So that costs 60. So I feel like you should balance those numbers because the Phoenix heals every single person.
Yeah. But here's the
That-
thing.
I feel
here's
like that's
here's the
more
thing.
of a return still. Maybe 100 HP would be more accurate, or 100 MP. Because for 100 MP, you could probably do about 200 points of damage.
But here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
With the Simmerg heal, MP heal, it would heal enemies too. Just
Yeah.
like the air heal. It'd heal
Yes.
enemies too. So
But
if you got
it
an
gives you
enemy
100.
nearby, you
Yep.
got Rudo nearby, and you give him 100 MP back,
Yep.
that could be quite dangerous for you.
I agree 100%.
You know, if a dragon's right next to you and you're healing the dragon, he's gonna breath attack you again.
I agree 100%.
You know, so you could almost troll yourself in a way. But the fact is, with the Phoenix heal, you could almost troll yourself in that way too, because you're healing up the enemy. You know,
Yeah.
at the same time. I think 100's nice, but I like the 60 idea because it utilizes all the extra MP left over that you just don't get to use.
Yeah.
You know, because you got all this extra MP left over. Like, I don't know what to do with it. You know, what if instead of 100, it gives you 10% of your MP back?
Oh.
Up until a certain up until 100.
For
So it
3
gives
turns.
you 10%. No, not for 3 turns. Just gives you just immediate MP regain. Gives you 10% of your max pool of MP back.
I feel like it'd
up
have to be
till
more than
100.
10%. I feel like it'd have to be more than 10%.
Okay.
Because the average mage has what, 300 MP?
Okay. Maybe. Okay. It gives
You know
you.
what I mean?
All right. It gives you 75% of your total MP pool up until 100. So if you had 200 MP to start, you know, it's going to give you back
100.
100. If you had a very low MP count to start, it's going to give you 75% of that back
Yeah.
to give. So it could give you back the returning effects of that low gasoline in the tank that you weren't able to utilize
Yeah.
for something. But it wouldn't give you more than a certain amount.
3 turns and 3
You know?
misses in a row. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. That makes
But
sense.
if it was like just a flat out 10% of the total, then for 2 turns I could see it'd be like a return on your investment.
I was thinking like maybe the opposite of a drain.
Yeah, a regain.
A regain instead of a drain, like a loop heal.
A loop
but-
regain for
a loop
MP.
regain for
What
MP.
that would be the easiest thing to do, honestly.
yeah.
A loop regain for the MP, and then
Make
you'll
it like
you'll
50 every turn.
this is probably the best way to
50
do
every
it.
turn for 3
Yeah,
turns, like
yeah.
loop heal does.
A loop-
just
a
like
loop-
loop heal does.
A loop MP.
Yeah, a loop MP.
Loop MP. Yeah. That would make sense. 3 turns you get back.
Loop regen is what you
Because
could call it, I
what
guess.
is regen, like 5% or 10% of your health or something?
Region?
The loop heal in here. Do you remember how much it gives
Yeah,
back?
check an angel.
I think it gives
Check-
like
check angel, see what it says.
loop recharge. Loop recharge. That sounds
Loop
perfect.
recharge, there you
Yeah,
go.
I think what's the-
Stats X.
'cause I can't recall.
Hit X on the heal.
Restores
10%.
10% of max HP. Yeah,
10%.
The difference is your max HP pool is always larger than your MP.
Yeah, but if it's for 3 turns of a loop recharge,
Yeah.
that's
I feel
still
like it should be
It says 4
15%.
turns. It's 4 turns.
Because if you have 300 HP, or if you
no 20%.
have 20%, yeah,
20% because 15 is an odd ball to deal with.
20% is fine.
20% of a loop recharge would be perfect for an area recharge.
Yeah.
You know?
Because if you have 200, if you have a 200,
Unless you're Talia with 500 MP, then you're
yeah, but
you know,
same's to be said about for people who have super high HP pools. With 10%, if you have 1,000 HP,
I think if the
100 return.
devs like this idea, they could go with it. They would probably have to test out 15% to 20%. I think 20% might be better. But if you think 15% is the best, then you know
I feel like
I'd
20 might almost be too much because if you have
for 3 turns.
if you have 400 HP or if you have 400 MP, 20% of 400, 20,
That'd be
20
80.
is 80. a turn.
80. Yeah, maybe it would have to be 10%
15
then.
No, because then
Instead of get 40,
But
because
then-
if you get 40 back and you already had 60 left,
maybe it
you
should
get
be
an
a set
extra.
amount. Maybe it shouldn't be based off of percents. Maybe it should be 50 MP a turn for 3 turns.
It would make it so much easier if they just made it exactly the same way as they did the heal, but just do it for MP. Because then people wouldn't be as confused with it. You make something less complicated, you know, where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this regens my MP, this one regens my HP. I get that. But why is this, you know? But then you take the other argument. You're like, why is this one regenning like this, and this other one's regenning? Why are they so different?
Well, because
you know?
MP and HP are different values.
Well, it's true.
You
But-
typically have more HP. That's why having a 20% HP heal would be busted. 20% a turn for 3 turns. You have 400 HP. You get 80 HP a turn for 3 turns. That's busted.
私の言うこと守って
Turn.
Yeah.
This guy's 75.
Okay. Well, I'd have to probably agree with either
まず
10 or
は相手
15.
の出方を
But,
探る
Yeah.
but
I'm
I
thinking
kind of
15
thought
because-
20 would be good because
It
of the
would-
low amount of
It
MP.
would be, yes. That's what I advocate for that. The only thing I'm advocating against is if you have 600 fucking MP.
構えよ
Yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
but the thing is, what you could do with Rudo is get a troubadour, a couple troubadours, and instantly regen his clean military rules and just mow people down.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you can abuse that. You can abuse the MP thing. He doesn't even need that. He can literally target his own guys and drain all their MP and give it to himself.
Yeah. I know,
And then the
he's-
next turn he can go.
He's kind of a douchebag.
So I mean, that's how powerful he already can abuse his own team.
Yeah.
Without really needing anybody else. But if you're looking at it like a tactical factor, like, oh, this could turn into an OP thing. There are already situations of which you can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so saying
私の舞
somebody's
台に
OP,
任せて
you can make almost anything OP. You know,
I know. Yeah.
and you know, to be fair,
yeah.
you can do it like that. I'm just saying, like, there's always empty
また強くなっ
MP,
ちゃった
you know, in the gas tank. There's always a little bit of slush left over
Yeah.
you can use for something. That's why I wanted to keep it a small amount of MP. That's why I was saying 60. So if it was just a dead set number like 60, then yeah, you're like, well, that's low, but you already have 20, 30 MP left over. Now you're adding 60 to it for each turn for 3 turns.
Yeah.
You know, so that basically means I got 1 spell this time. I might have a spell next time, but I definitely will have a spell the 3rd time. And then I'm basically done. Because the Simurgh wouldn't be able to do that anymore, you know?
Right,
Because the thing is, in this game, if you tack on a protect spell on top of a protect spell, it doesn't reset the timer. It will miss.
Yeah.
So you have to wait. So in this game, you can't just stack those regens. It will miss, and you'll have wasted your opportunity to get 6 regens. Do you see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with this game, it's okay with a regen. It's okay if it's low, because if you try to multiplicate it, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose the ability to do it again with Simurgh, you know, and they won't be able to get as much MP out of their spells to be casters as much as they want to.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking 60. But, you know, but that's the reason I'm saying I'm thinking 100 might be too much.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. But
Because because you know how they have Umamaro, he's got to do his powerful attack, his best attack, next turn recharge.
yeah.
Powerful attack, next turn recharge. It's every other turn that they're like, okay, this is fair. You know, he can do his normal attack, which is still quite powerful.
But I feel like that's also why you would only regain 20 MP, and it would probably cost you 80 to do so. So you would have to wait 4 turns for you to be able to recover 100 MP again. It's not like an infinite thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I also understand your point of view with the 60
because you're getting extra use out of what's already there
Yeah.
that you cannot tap into. Because you just look at your monsters. Look how much MP you have left over after most of your attacks. I got 10 MP left over. I got 20. I got 30. I can't do anything with it. It's wasted MP that nobody gets to use. Now you get a little bit of extra bonus on top of it, and you get to actually use the bottom of the tank.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
60 MP for 2 turns. I think that would be kind of fair because it's just underneath the ability to do a heal. Sure, you can do a cure. Cleanses should always kind of be optional to a lot of things. But
you still get the utility of being able to do maybe a Geno spell the next turn.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And I think
That's a
that'd be
good idea, Vertigo. See, this is why we need to add it in this conversation. It's like a happy balance.
But that's why I was saying 60, because if you have 65, it's a guaranteed heal.
Yeah.
And that could be abused in some ways.
Yeah,
but
no,
if you have enough MP left over, let's say you have 5 MP, right? You get 62 turns. You get 65 now that you got 60 back, you can do a heal. The next turn you get 60. Well, what are you going to do with that?
Right.
I can't do much. Unless I get another Simurgh Crybird to heal my MP, I can't do anything else. You're stuck. Left over with 60 now.
Yeah.
Whereas before, initially, you're left with 5. Now you gotta wait a whole turn before being able to do something. And then, like Vertigo is saying, like you have to wait 2 turns to be able to do the thunder, other spells.
Yeah.
So it would put you into an Umamaru situation where you have to wait and recharge.
Yeah.
You couldn't just do it all the time,
Yeah, no, and Vertigo, that's a perfect example. That's a perfect idea because I was thinking that the Phoenix heal would be more overpowered than just 60 MP. You get what I'm saying? Because 60 MP on every guy doesn't equate to 100 HP. 68 MP is about 120 HP. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But just think about how many
that's what I'm
healers
saying,
and
kind of
mages
balance that.
you heal up over time with 120 MP. You put a bunch of unicorns around you, 120 MP for them for 2 turns. How much healing potential is that? That's probably more potential than one area heal from a Phoenix.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're getting 2.
The argument is you never have that many unicorns.
But if you were to have something like that, let's say you have one dedicated team where you put a Simurgh and
90 unicorns?
No, a Simurgh and 6 unicorns on one team.
Yeah.
Right? But just say you can do it, because you can eventually do it. Eventually, let's say you do that. You have, let's say the unicorns. Yeah. Let's say you have that's true.
Yeah.
Let's say you have leftover MP in the tank, right?
Yeah.
With all those unicorns, you've got 200 plus something MP, and you give them all those extra regain heals of 60. You've got, because you burned up 2 of their heals, right?
Yeah.
You got 2 more heals, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 12 extra heals.
Yeah.
So that's still like way more potential than one Phoenix area heal right now. It's over time, but it's still way more potential. And then if you heal up a dragon, all dragons around you, got 5 dragons, you heal them all 1 extra breath of that. All the damage that you could get out of that breath attack, all those breath attacks, way more utility than the Phoenix. It's just not apparent at the moment. It's potential for later, but it's still there. So I think it just depends. Like, you can't have enough. The devs might be like, you only get 50 or 40 MP back a turn, but I would say 60 is like quite almost on board, because it's almost the heal. You get to use the rest of the tank. Yeah. And if you just don't have enough for the next turn, well, then you gotta wait.
Right.
So I mean, this sounds almost perfect.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. I think, oh, come on, really? The whole idea is...
Yeah, because then you could run around with more mages and not feel so squishy.
Feeble. Yeah.
Because you're either doing damage or you're doing heals,
Right.
because this game is really built for like tank heavy characters.
Right.
I want to say that it's built, you know, they still have the utility, but they lowered down all the offensive power spells. So, you know, Curse was 180 before.
Yeah.
Now it's 170. Or, no, it was 100. It's 10 points less, regardless.
Yeah.
Divine Rays, 10 points less. Meteor Doom, Judo Thunder, same damage, you know, but they're less.
Right.
Everything's less as far as magic damage goes. So the magic damage has been nerfed. So you can still play with magic and do it, but it like the spells that I use for magic now are different. Like I'm more about Holy Word.
Yeah.
In the past, I wasn't so much, and I know it's still not. I know it's still not as damaging, but the fact that I can hit more things,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I get what, no, I totally get what you're saying.
it just it feels like it helps me out more.
Yeah.
Where in the past, Holy Word, yeah, you could hit more things, but it wasn't as damaging.
It only did
and
like, yeah.
and you wanted to do the one that was the more powerful damaging thing.
Yeah.
You know, now it doesn't seem to matter so much, so might as well hit everybody.
With Divine Ray, though, there's only 2 spaces with an angel. Maybe close to the.
Well, it always is.
I was gonna say that, but you gotta be much closer in order to do that. You still have a lot of guys being 2 spaces away.
Well, yeah.
But it was. I mean, it would hurt, like, you know, like, push that black one into turn. But,
Mhm.
like, even an agent with 60 wouldn't kill it. I mean, it doesn't 56, it's like tracking. So, Maze was at 60, I did it. I'm like, someone at least 60 would be 56. It's like the agent with 4 hit points left. I killed him next with somebody else, but it's like, oh, come on.
You know, maybe the fact is like they were trying to think end game, because when you get to the end game and you conquer all the territory, then they give you infinite time to quest and all that. To get potions to increase your intelligence, I was able to get up to 200 intelligence. In normal game, you normally can't even do that.
Yeah.
So maybe the fact that you can increase your intelligence just makes the spells a little bit better, but even still, so I still feel like the.
It does, yes, most definitely, but
いいわやってあげる
no. It's still. I feel like they were just trying to make it less OP. I think they were trying to make magic less like the end all be all. Like if you had Kai and Geno Bolts, well, you had a serious advantage over anyone who did not have a Geno Bolt. Like I feel like having Kai is more of a beneficial, like is more beneficial than having a Kador.
All your attacks are actually ranged. You can.
I mean, if you're
you
pitting
know,
them just.
You don't take counter damage. You hit multiple units for 200 damage each.
Or
It's burst damage.
Or if you cast
Yes, if they go into fist-to-fist fight, like if Kador goes and brings his axe against Kai's
But
bolt,
that's
Kador's gonna win.
that's why we're thinking about this, because the magic is so underrated in this game because of its power.
Yeah.
That you might as well get more of
私の
it.
舞台に任せ
You
て
know, the ability to regain it so you can do it more often.
Yeah.
Just so that as unviable as it is now versus going in fully frontal, like, you know, doing it. And we don't have a Kai. So there's nothing superly overpowered about having a MP regen.
Yeah, but I think
You know?
I think Kai would win overall because as when Kador's coming to him, he can nail him with the spell, and then when Kador attacks him, he does take damage, but then Kai can do another spell and not take damage, and he can knock him down faster than Kador can take him down. Overall, I think Kai would win.
I think Kai would beat Kador. Yeah. If Kai gets the
It
first
would be a
hit,
good fight, but overall, I think
Yeah.
Kai would win.
I do think Kai would win. Just because, dude, Kai can drop.
I still think Kador wins.
Exoblast.
If it was just one versus one.
Exoblast, Kador's dead. 3 Exoblasts in a
That
row.
would destroy him. Exoblasts is so powerful.
I know. I'm not saying Kador's to be trifled with. I'm not saying he's a wimp by any means.
He's good.
But just
He's
the
really
fact
good.
that the base.
Well, he still has decent intelligence. I mean,
Oh.
Kai could probably win it, but it would be very slim.
I
It would be
think-
on the verge of
But if
Kai going down.
But if Kador could do
Because you get one sorrow stroke on
the
Kai.
lower stroke, well, from the original, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. If you get one massive attack on Kai and you can do it twice,
Mhm.
then Kai would Yeah, that's why I think Kai's should get the first tech off. You know, like 3x
Yes, it's only minstrels that have the Geno Thunder, except for Pick, who is a pixie, and he has a Geno Thunder. He actually regens his own MP if his master or the girl that's in charge of him is there. So I forgot her name right now, but yeah, he does get an MP regen. So he gets an MP regen, Aurora gets an MP regen. It's coded into the game, so they actually do have the ability to do it. So a Simurgh with MP regen would work. Like, they could do it easily. I don't think it'd be that hard. And they could probably code it off of Aurora's MP regen. Maybe you get one MP regen thing, you know?
Yeah.
Now,
with like what Aurora does.
Okay, now LF, they have one guy that is a Death Knight, which is Ghidorah. Okay, just one Death Knight. They may have like 2 monks or 2 ninjas, one Death Knight. Do they have one guy here that's just one specific class that no one else can get?
Well, that's Rudo.
Rudo?
Well, he's like, Rudo is the new Death Knight. He's just white, or there's almost nothing different about Rudo. I mean, well, no, that's not true. That's not true. It's well, he was supposed to. Well, he's the son of the Holy Emperor. Well, essentially,
Not that holy if he killed his father.
essentially, Manaslesia is like the Catholic Church in a way, because they were the first ones to discover this magic from the Rune God, and the other break-offs are like the the Gomol is like the Protestant version of it for this game. Not saying specifically that is, I mean, it is the religion for it, but for that,
Get a crit face after this.
he's the son of the Holy Romanov, who is like the Pope
I think,
of this game,
honestly, I
who's
think-
like the Pope.
I know,
He
I-
kills his father,
Yes, that's what-
and he masquerades as a good person,
I understand. See,
so that he can continue his own
but,
vile quest for power.
but since he killed his father,
おしゃれに
I think he's a
戦い
son
ま
of
しょ
a
う
bitch.
おしゃれに
Sure,
That's my own.
sure,
That's
but
my own opinion.
okay.
He probably is what you said.
I think though, as you play though, I don't know if everybody knows this. I don't know if everybody knows that he killed his father. I think the way it's described is like he's blaming the Moana sect. He's blaming the Republic of
私
Gomol
の
for
部隊に
this.
任せて
So he's masquerading as a holy character. So I think that's why they keep him with white harps. But I think that's the reason for that.
He's evil under a mask of righteousness. basically.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of like the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah.
But good intentions are your own personal perspective, so
Yeah, it's not actual
doesn't
good.
doesn't necessarily mean it's actual
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
you know. But so they kind of, I guess that's the reason they keep him as a holy god, is because other people see him as the son of.
Well, I think he's a very nice man.
He's a really terrible person. He kills his father, and then later on he just orders public executions
Everyone
of the
dies.
other sects.
Everyone dies.
But the only problem is the people around him. I don't know if they knew he did his own father in, but they knew his mentality, perspective, and they ran with it. They just did exactly as he said. You know,
Because if they cross him, you gotta like kill him.
they put Selena in an education camp, a re-education camp. You know, Selena, the other mage, that's the nice one for this. They put her in a re-education camp, and at the very end of the game, she finally decided to go with her captor, instead of staying in jail forever. A political camp, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, you don't believe the politics we do? Well, you're gonna go into this asylum, and we're gonna call you crazy, because you believe all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And essentially, that's what he did to her. So Rudo not only did psychological tricks to his own people, he killed other people that didn't believe his same religion, and he killed his father. So he's a dirty son of a bitch. It's literally, he is not a good person in any respect. But he carries this idea that he's, raising up his his namesake, the origin of his namesake.
Nice.
Nice crit.
So I think
That's
that's
what
why
I
they kept
needed.
him white. But that's still a bit of a stretch for me to try to argue for.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I know. That's all I know.
Anyways, yeah, so I think the Simmergers, that upgrade we have on the ideas for is a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I almost wonder if... Because you were saying something just about a regular rock.
Well, I was thinking if they brought the rock back in there,
Yeah.
just a bigger rock. You know how you upgrade your dragon actually physically gets bigger
Yeah.
each upgrade. So every time you do an upgrade with like the unicorn, the nightmare, you'll see the nightmare is massively bigger than the unicorn.
Right.
They could do a bigger rock, like a high rock, and they do a high dog, and a high
Yeah.
this and a high that. You know, they like the high things.
いいわ
Yeah.
やってあげ
They
る
come over, they say, hi!
So
Get it?
yeah, Tim and Talia, the similar to Viner and Leoness meeting. Maybe that was the point. Maybe that was the case.
お父様より
I kept
お父
thinking
様
Shinobi
より
was
強くな
more
っちゃうかも
Kirlian, but I mean with Talia with her holy words, and how she's like the holy mother, and Leoness was the prophetess, and only I think the females could be prophets in Leoness. Shinobi might be more of the new
俺の出番
Leonia.
だな
And Holy Gustav Empire is definitely Norgard. You know, with their wolf-like blood, you know,
Yeah.
their whole blood clan. They do a whole clan-like thing. You know, that's a big family clan. You know how like Vinard was? It was that whole power struggle to be a part of the family, where the king died. Brangian wanted to be in charge, but they wouldn't let women rule. You know,
Wow,
and
俺の出
Vinard
番だ
was
な
Vinard was the cousin to the king, or Brangian's cousin. I can't remember which.
Well, he was the retainer to
Oh, yeah.
he was the successor to the king.
But he's not a part of the.
Royal blood. No.
He's not the immediate bloodline. Brangian is.
Yeah.
Brangian's the daughter.
Yeah, but women couldn't ascend to the throne in their system of government.
But I'm just saying, with the way that Brangian's cousin, essentially, yeah.
Okay.
So, but the whole point is, like, it's a big blood feud as to who's going to be in charge next. And the only person that can really retain the power is the one that showcases the power. Whereas Holy Gustava showcases their power by going out and being aggressive and attacking with the first castle. You know, the very first time, what is it, Warren gets taken over here? Holy Gustav Empire? And Norgard attacks Jukes. He's like, now that the king's dead and they're taken up, we're going to take over Jukes. Same thing happens. Holy Gustav Empire goes off to attack Rosalio,
行くぞ
and Norgard goes off to attack what was Almekia. Immediately. You know, the whole bloodline feud. Holy Gustav Empire, essentially, in a way, is the new Norgard. You know, so what Vertigo is saying with Leoness and Vinard, you know, just makes sense. It's like, it's almost like that. Like they're kind of bringing back a little bit of that story with that. Yeah, I totally agree.
Well, he's out of Divine Rays, so I think those.
Yeah, I think if you went with a higher rock, you could do that, but then you're making 3 different upgraded variations.
Yeah.
Then what does a rock do? Does it have a better chance to hit water creatures? Is it like a swamp bird or?
Swamp bird.
It's a swamp bird. It's flying around in
Right.
swamps.
I wish they didn't paralyze him. That sucks so bad. He's been paralyzed for 3 turns now.
The overly in love sister. I know, she's gushing every time she meets you.
Alright, give me credit. Oh, come on.
You just gotta get a hit first, and then you'll get that crit.
Well, they're gonna run away now. Unfortunately. That loop heal is really awesome. It really does wonders, especially on a self-heal.
It's underestimated. It's literally like you got a loop healer and you got a dragon. Loop healer, dragon
お
right
しゃ
before
れに
battle.
戦いましょうおしゃれに
Throw them out there.
Or right at the first attack.
Yeah.
The first attack you get off,
楽勝じゃなきゃ意味はない。
you heal it right away.
みんな撤
And
退。
just attack that every turn you'll heal all your HP back.
If
I literally just threw a loop heal on my knight and didn't heal him the whole battle. 'Cause he's
大勝利
getting
ね。
HP
みんなで
Now-
おめでとう。
turn, and he's getting a loop heal every turn.
now, I wouldn't say necessarily it's great or good for squishy characters, but
Oh,
if
yeah.
but if they're in their terrain,
Yeah.
let's say you got a Mandrake that's in the forest, it gets a forest regen, and it gets a loop heal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same thing. Like I'm playing Grand Edition, like there's a healing ring on Esbury. Like nope, that's going out the door. He already gets a percentage of health back, and then he gets a little bit more on top with the ring. It's like
Yeah.
perfect tank, you know.
Right.
So it's like just if they're in their element and they're not super squishy in there, then a regen's great. But
Right.
regen's only truly good on a tanky kind of frontliner, you know.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's.
But I think the Simmerg idea this Simmerg idea is simmering, and I think this is getting almost perfect.
It's simmering and it sounds really good. The only thing I'm thinking, well, I guess you can do that with Phoenixes too, so never mind. I was gonna say, I guess you could just make a team with like 3 or 4 Simmers and 3 mages, and just Geno every turn and just use the things with the Simmers every turn. But you can do the same with Phoenixes. You're also gonna heal your enemy's MP. If you do the Simmerg thing, it's the same as the Phoenix heal.
So the
where
point is if you're playing against Simmergs, you want to get in there
Yeah.
and just be near them, because the heal's pre-move.
Yeah.
So you can't just move and do it.
Yeah.
You have to
Just
sit
like the
there and you
Phoenix.
have to heal them up too. So you could put you could put Ginger, who's a strong evasive mage,
Yeah.
right there. She could probably dodge it
Right.
like a boss,
Right.
and heal her up, and she'd be like, "I'm just slamming you back with magic. How about that?"
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
that would make a very tactically built
皆さん
mage
頑
team.
張ってくださいね。
You know, Simmer could really be
し
like
っ
a
かり応
real,
援して。
you know, kicker for
A
that.
real asset to any good mage.
私の華
I
麗
think
な
so,
舞を
yeah.
見せて。
Yeah.
All right, well, we're all here for this one, so let's do this together.
やるわよ
I feel like mage teams don't have as much utility as physical.
Honestly, I really,
physically offensive
honestly,
teams.
I struggle with a mage team until I get to like level 12, 15
行くぞ。
What are you doing,
in this
like,
in this game. Like if you're playing this challenge mode, it's tough to level up mages because they're so squishy right away. Until you actually start melting in other armies and you get the Geno stuff to go, it's kind of hard to hold a mage team. It's easier to do a tank team in this game. In this game, it's like all about physicality tank, all about, you know.
Well, my whole point is that you have pixies with protect.
Sorry
you've
about the
got-
COVID.
Yeah. You've got pixies with protect, and you've got heals everywhere. They don't. Wait, they don't have a magic. Or no, they do have resist. But
Well, that's the thing. You've got. That's what I'm saying. It's okay because now you've got so much resist with mermaids and with other things here too. You can resist the magic damage. You know.
okay, my thought process is maybe in like LOF. In LOF, that would be broke.
Okay, Legend of Orsina. Yeah,
That would be almost broken.
I totally agree. I totally agree with
Because
that.
you could just heal Kai up to do extra blasts all day.
if you heal
Geno,
Kyle,
Geno,
it's actually-
yeah.
I think that's why they made Talia the way they did, because everybody was like looking for a Kai. But if you made another Kai in this game, and you made the ability, because the whole point was you got the Troubadour to just give other people MP. Now you give all that MP from a Troubadour to a Kai, get a couple of them. Oh my gosh, that is
Yeah.
just gonna, you are just gonna destroy like everything. Like you thought I was out of magic, right?
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Here comes the
Counter
big
damage up.
Exablast, you know.
Oh, okay. I like how they didn't do the spear throw. That was always kind of confusing. Don't get me wrong. I like the spear
I
throw.
missed the spear throw.
Don't get me wrong. I like the spear throw, but it was also very confusing.
Why?
You throw your only fucking spear.
Well, you would have javelins and your spear.
Then
I
they
know
should've
that
called
they-
the javelin throw. Okay?
I know that they show that
She
you're
throws
just
for a
throwing your
spear,
only
and
spear.
She's standing there like this without a spear.
Now, if they had a rope tied to the end of the spear, and she threw it and yanked it back.
Like Fire Emblem, where the guy throws the spear forward it stabs into the dude, and then he pulls the chain and pulls it back to him.
Yeah, much
Yeah.
like a Scorpio. Not Scorpion.
Well, they
Get
were
over
actually-
here! But
they were
then
actually called the generals. They were the heavy armored units. They
Yeah.
were the generals. They could use any three of the weapons: axe, sword, or spear. But all of them had a chain. They would throw it, and then
is this my turn?
no, it's fine. They would throw it, and then they would pull it back to them.
I got Sophie.
You know what else is also there? The centaurs only have one arrow. They shoot their arrow, and they don't have any extra arrows. They don't have like a pack of arrows like the archers do. They shoot one arrow.
They
and
pull an arrow out of their back.
That's what's
No,
happening.
they shit arrows, dude.
No, they don't show that though.
No, they pull an arrow out of their back, out of thin air, and then they shoot it, and then it...
Because they're standing with their arrow already like there.
No,
Yeah,
like
and then they
what you
fire,
showed
and
me
then
when
there's no
when
arrows
people
in the back.
hold the arrows in their hands and they just quick launch it.
Like those videos I showed you, where that guy shot the arrow through the moving car and hit the can off the glass.
Have you ever seen Vampire Hunter D?
No.
This one guy got an arrow attachment to his arm, and he just grabs a handful of arrows, and he's like, come on, and he's just pulling the thing back and letting an arrow rip and letting it go with his one hand holding it like a fistful of arrows, and he's just pulling the string back and shooting it rapidly.
Yeah.
It's like hundreds of arrows are just flying through the air towards the enemy. Yeah, I think that they probably did that more so.
They used to just hold it in their hand and go. It wasn't just.
Instead of
It wasn't like a. Okay, English longbows
Yeah,
are different. They were like, you go, you get it up, pull it back.
It was all about the range and the power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You
Whereas majority of bows are actually short bows. And short bows
So you can
were
do quick fire.
quick fire, yeah.
You know, yeah.
What's
It's
better?
it's like-
a target's coming at you, shooting 3 arrows at it, or trying to pull back this huge bow.
It came down to whether you wanted to have a machine gun or a sniper.
Yeah.
You know, so
Right.
the longbows are more like I've got a bunch of snipers,
And
or
there's guys.
I've got a bunch of
300
guys
yards
with
away.
with machine guns.
Yeah.
You know, it's your choice. Like,
Yeah.
upgrade
No.
a Leoness, a healer that can actually do decent damage. Yes, probably so. Talia is a bit more like that. Plus, if you didn't know this, Metalic Mike, you do her 2-range spear attack. She
Yeah.
will throw her spear down rapidly in front of her, and the space in front of her, head of her too, for 2 spaces in the line.
Yeah.
She'll hit both areas there, but if you have an ally in one of those spaces, she will not target that person.
Oh, good.
So she
Nice.
will not target your own guys. So it was like, you know, Worldly Sacrifice. I talked about this with Frost. Frost didn't even know about this. He didn't even know.
Go right in front of you.
I
Yeah.
know, but I just,
Yeah, I know.
seriously. I know why.
I wouldn't freak out, man. If we lose stuff here, I'm not worried.
I know. I'm just wondering why we're going with it. People want 2 level 3s and level 2, and these guys are much stronger.
So we'll find a way.
We'll find a way.
We'll figure it out.
They
That
literally
pick
just-
character there that has the thunder, if the pick, the little one on the
that's
castle.
all they got. That's all they got. That's any high level. Literally, their 2 best guys are right here. Where'd the A's go?
There.
Oh,
in the front.
Okay, she just moved those up here.
I might have to move the mage. Oh, and she likes the swamp, so the water too. So the lakes, the swamp
Yeah.
areas, more evasion in.
Oh, I should have protected
Who
her.
doesn't like water?
I don't know.
I should have protected her first.
Worms
of
for
all.
one.
Oh, yeah, worms. The worms. The dragons.
Oh, also, Tasmanian devils. Remember? Taz hate water. You always say that.
Oh, and the Wicked Witch of the West.
Well, it makes her melt.
Yeah, that too. Oh, what else hates water? Oh, gremlins. That too.
Yeah.
No, not gremlins. The mogwai. The gremlins like water. 'Cause
What else hates water? Fire.
No, the mogwai hates water because the gremlins want to produce themselves so they can bring more havoc. The mogwai is the good one. He doesn't like water because he doesn't want that gremlins to take it all.
But what does like water? Electricity.
Yes, very much so. I
Well,
like water.
Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew.
I like water.
Mountain Dew likes water?
Trees like water.
I feel like they have a love-hate relationship. They're in the
Well,
fridge like, no, choose me. The volunteer's like, no, choose me.
But, trees like water. Fish like water.
Yeah.
任せて
I don't know if they like water. I think they're forced to like water.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
How
I think bazoos don't like water because they're big hairy creatures and they don't want to get wet.
Yo, we have a win right here.
倒れません
No.
Well, she might move away. She didn't move away.
We have a win.
Taure
Right here.
masen.
I need someone to hit me with the loop heal, and I'll hit myself with the heal.
行くぞ
Well, you got a angel there.
I could just give you a heal, but sure, I'll give you a loop.
Well, give me a loop, and I'll give myself a normal heal. With one
I'm
of
gonna hear
I'll give you some Fruit Loops.
I got
We're gonna
Enchantress.
change the name from Loop Heal to Fruit Loops.
Yay, yay.
Okay.
Hey, look at this.
I like that.
Well, I don't know if I can
I
kill her.
coined it. I coined it. And I like it.
All I got is Frost, but I can take her lower at least.
All right.
終わりにしましょう
Loop Heal is now Fruit
Fruit
Loops.
Loops? Yeah.
I coined it and I like it, and it's going to be it that way.
So I'm gonna name Fruit Loops instead?
And so shall it
Give me a
be.
heal. Give me a heal.
I kind of want to cure someone up instead, though.
Oh, okay, sure, do that.
Give him some soy milk.
Soy milk.
so
Feel
the
better now?
Yeah.
the regular heal is now
You
called
can
soy
give
milk.
yourself- Well, the A could give you a loop if you want.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, a loop heal. If you
Does
wanna
does that
just
bird's
kill it,
name
let's
say
just kill it.
Strong?
Yeah, go on your center.
Is that bird's name Strong? Strawrock. It's almost strong.
Strandrock. Strandrook. Rook. Rook.
Arr!
Strandrook.
そこね
Pain cross. Ow, that hurt me. Attack them. They hurt me.
If you can surround it,
I did not mean to fast
Still,
forward it.
still my turn.
I didn't mean to fast forward it.
Man.
Chill.
Scared the crap out of me.
it's kind of fun. We all got different controllers. We're all playing this.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think
Wait,
it's
which one goes
Sarah.
first?
If
I
can
go
take her down
first.
with this, you might be able to kill her. So you take her down.
If I can
So
do more
connect.
than like 90 something.
You should get a spell hit and knock her
Well, I think
out.
she's at 1 of 4. Can you go on 1 of 4?
はい
Or do that. What about Nimble? Nimble Slice will guarantee it. A spell hit will take her down.
What does Nimble Slice do?
It hits everything. Just
Oh. You're gonna hit me too.
so it's
though.
not a big deal. I could pop a loop on you still. You'll definitely hit her, and then the spell from your mage will knock her out.
Sure.
That's the only other way. The only other
I
way
already
for me
did
to do
my-
it
I
is,
already did my spell. I was first. First to act.
well, I could do a holy word to knock her out if you guarantee hit her in a circle.
はい
Just press R and L to
How much
see
is Brave Thrust?
to see what it'll do to her. Just hit R and L now. So be down to 43. Holy word will probably knock her out. She's Dark Orb. Yeah, and it never misses. So
Yeah.
a Brave Thrust, you're getting 43% chance.
や
Nice. Nice.
さらに精進いたします
Okay, I got level up. I was trying to
don't
get
have
some
a-
levels here.
A Pepsi cap under you.
You are my liege, Lord.
Thank you, Streamlabs. I appreciate that. You probably want to pull in for more. The dragon will be
Pull in
gone.
For what? An oil change?
Yes. Yes.
It's good.
You better say that.
Goose me.
Goose you.
No, we're not going to goose you. Not yet.
Excuse me. Thank you.
We're not going to goose you just
Alright,
yet.
kill her, bro.
Aw, man, I'm only a cleric.
Who cares? Kill her.
Ooh!
Vertigo! Join Team Trigger.
Hey,
thank you very
thank you.
much, bud.
Thank you for the subscribe, man. That's awesome. How you doing today?
Yeah, what's new?
Oh, there we go. Thanks very much, man.
We didn't see you there, you know?
Yeah, we were talking to some other guy named Vertigor, but
Yeah.
now that you're here, we can talk to a new Vertigor.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
That's how good. Only word to hit one person.
No, I'm hitting him
Oh
hard.
yeah, that's right. You're hitting the dragon.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Much better.
She's gonna walk away from this if I don't do it.
No, I know.
I know.
You know?
I know.
I mean, this worked out
I
perfectly.
almost thought she was stuck there, but this isn't Battleground.
She's got nice sexy clothes, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
She sure is dancing.
Yeah, she is.
She was huge.
We captured the
Jokes of life.
Tracks of land. Yeah.
Dark Dragon.
Oh, I could have hailed that.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up!
Oh, you give me a halo. I'll stab something.
Wait, which one? Oh, you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Give me a halo. I'll stab something.
I'll pop it on you. Hey, now you can actually kill it because before you only had 43%.
Yeah.
You might be up to 50% now.
Yeah.
Which that's, you know,
Too bad she's already dead, but.
yeah. Well, you know, gotta try it one way or another.
Yeah. Have the pixie hit the dragon.
I could have.
It doesn't. It doesn't counterattack, right?
Honestly.
Well, they still got this guy to come around and smack the pixie a bit.
So why the pixie wolf?
Yeah, that works.
No, I'm just gonna play some D over here.
Play some
How do you
Vampire Hunter
play?
D.
How do you play D?
任せて
What do you do when you do that? What's the option when you?
They run away. No, they're not running away.
The update they will push. I didn't know about the new update. I didn't really
no,
look
you're
at
dead,
that.
You're dead. You're dead.
They can't really get around here too much. The mountains are actually gonna kind of push them back.
The
Or be
mountains
it-
don't have arms to push people back. You
They'll
insane
slide.
man!
Oh yeah, the mountains are gonna slide them off.
What do you guys think about the update that they will push?
I didn't know or hear about the.
Well, I'm sure that they're gonna have an update. I'm not gonna discount and say.
Well,
they
some
won't.
people are talking about some changes they were gonna do. So
Well,
I don't
the
know
thing
what
is,
they're
it's
going
a newer
to.
game, so they always go through updates like with all the newer games.
I'm getting the feeling they're gonna just change some numbers on some factors. I'll be a little disappointed if they nerf the magic again because I feel it's already
Yeah.
quite nerfy.
Vertigo, do you have any ideas about what they're going to change?
You're not vertical.
Uh,
You're,
Well,
ra-
I have
you're
vertigo.
Raging Paul.
I have vertigo, so I feel compelled to answer.
Raging Paul has vertigo.
So I feel compelled to answer something.
Yeah, maybe.
I wish I could get to that, but oh well. On the letter they said, "Oh, additional content. That's cool." Are they gonna make us pay for it?
Some people are theorizing that they're gonna pop an MP player in it, which a lot of people want
An
to
MP player?
multiplayer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which a lot of people want to go on. I'm still on the fence about that, but I think it'd be fun. I just don't know if they're gonna do like a full-on. You gotta pay Nintendo to play against other players online.
No, if they do that.
My past experience with Nintendo has been the Wii has been hacked like crazy, and
I saw that.
stats are just
Oh,
not
did you
not
see that
accurate.
they're releasing it on PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4? They're releasing this game on the Sony PlayStation market. I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
buy it for my PS4.
Yeah, and they're gonna
Yeah,
it's
'cause
gonna
I
be
can't find a Switch. And I've
it's
been
gonna be
wanting
on
to play this game.
PS5 too, apparently.
Oh yeah, I can't find a Switch, and I've been wanting to play this game like on my own and explore it a bit forever. But
They should get this on
I
PS6.
still can't find a Switch. I still can't find one.
Well, don't worry, it's gonna be on PS4 and
I
PS5.
know.
There's a
That's
light
why I
switch.
was really
So-
happy when I found that out.
Mike, there's a light switch right over there. There's one over there by the door. There's plenty of switches here.
There's a switch right here that I could use to heal your rock, but now I don't want to.
No, I don't wanna.
No.
How you doing, Polar Plays? This is still fairly new. June came out, so yeah, it's pretty much brand new game this
I think
year.
we should
Yeah,
get
I
this
mean-
game for PlayStation 6.
It's not that brand new because it's been out for a few months. Like it's not like it came out yesterday.
Yeah,
But it's
But still for this
it's
year.
comparative.
That's the
Yeah.
year.
Oh yeah. It's still
So-
very new comparative to the last game. I've played Brigandine, Legend of Forcina, and Grand Edition for how old was I when I played with you guys last? 5.
Well,
I remember it was it was in Waukesha. Remember the house in Waukesha?
You started playing that. It was 99, so you were 6.
Yeah, that was the house in Waukesha, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's not
You
get
guys had
all
it on the
over-
Big TV?
But yeah, we've very
Oh, I'm sorry.
basically
I
been
don't
playing
know.
since
My bad.
since the very
The very
Inception.
dawn of everything. Yeah. No, that was crazy. It was one of those big giant tube TVs.
You know, yeah, my big screen.
well, yeah,
I mean,
that's
well, we've moved since then, so
So why?
yeah. We've all
this
moved.
guy needs that. 20 years I've been playing this.
Remember I
Always
have
had the ROM on my phone. Yeah, Vertigo, same here.
Yeah.
20 years I've been playing this original game here. Did you get your loop heal?
Nope. Did you use the whole word?
Oh, it's gonna loop heal this, but
Well, I heal.
Can I get a heal on my
But
doggy?
then close enough so it heal things that were.
A loop heal on your doggy or a loop heal on me and then I'll heal your doggy? Do I have a heal on your doggy? No, Paul has a heal on your doggy.
Right, you got defense up.
I can heal.
Well, he's getting lower. I'm just gonna have him tank here. So I don't think I could do anything else. There's a lot of damage
If you
coming
hit-
at this side.
This looks like a nice
Who
dog
goes
you
next?
want to pet.
C goes next. If you hit right now, look.
Leanne, I'm not C. I'm
C.
Leanne. Leanne.
Leanne goes next. So if you hit right now, he can heal you to full.
But I won't.
See what I'm saying?
Big jerk. Wait, do they have any
I'm
healers
just
left?
being honest here, man.
They don't have any healers left on their team.
Yeah, no. So hit him, and then we can heal you to full.
Okay, I'm staying right here. I'm
That's
not
fine.
moving.
Did you
'cause-
throw a protector yourself?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Although I still feel like I'm taking a lot of damage.
Oh, you'll get healed right now. Heal with the unicorn.
I am going to heal up the angel.
Yeah.
The angel needs it.
Yeah,
Look
that-
how low the angel is. Look at that.
Jeez, dude. Yeah, thanks for being here, Polar Place.
And thanks Vertigor for the sub, and it's nice to see you Polar Plays.
Yeah, it's still pretty new.
救いは
You could almost move in front of that black dragon, but you would get a breath attack from the green one. But the black dragon is basically ours right now.
Yeah.
If you want to move forward, you could, but I wouldn't move too far forward because they're gonna get those monsters in there and start attacking you through the forest.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a
well,
plan for that.
I have a. I got to move forward, so we do. At least like right here, I think would be good.
That's
You could go in front of the dragon, and then you can move your lizard guard on the other side of the dragon
you could do that too.
in the forest.
Yeah, because the lizard guard would be.
The lizard guard would help.
Lizard guard could help me fight this this dog here.
I know, but
Yeah, hit the dragon.
Okay. Spank him.
No. He's, well, first, bend over.
Come on.
He has to bend over, otherwise he can't spank him.
成長
Okay.
Or you could put the rock there. Actually, that might be better.
The rock would do more damage to the dog, I
No,
think.
the rock would be better because it wouldn't be technically in the forest. You get a minus accuracy and evasion bonus on the
Oh,
lizard
that's
guard in
right.
the forest.
Yeah, because he's a flyer.
Yep.
The only hard part is as soon as that demon gets close, he's gonna fry that bird.
Well, he's not that
Let's
close
have
yet.
Kentucky Fried
He's not that close yet.
Kentucky Fried Rock. Oh!
Suck
Oh!
That's a call.
it! Suck it, man!
No, he crit back.
Oh, you son of a little... You son of a bitch! Because he's a dog, you know. I'm just gonna stay here because I want to protect them.
That's Raging Paul.
Are you gonna move forward?
You could move forward to
You
protect
can
my
move forward
mage.
and stab the.
Oh, there's that.
Or no, wait. Who goes
You
next?
could go into water.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Oh
know.
no, you can't go into
I'll
water.
be out of my range.
If only you could
Yeah,
get
go
in the
forward
water.
Well, how about you?
Yeah. Stab the little.
How about you turn around and run
stab
away?
the fake scorpion.
No, I'm gonna do what he said.
Stab the scorpion in disguise.
No, I have to do it first. He said turn around. Well, wait, that's what I'm doing.
Stab the scorpion in disguise. Okay.
I'm just looking at what you guys do. Okay. Well, there we go.
You guys, yeah, stab the scorpion in disguise. You know how to call a scorpion in disguise?
Because he's in the sky, right?
No, in disguise.
Yeah, disguise, right?
Disguise, yeah.
He's in disguise.
やるわよ
I healed up.
それ
Oh, that hurt.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
done.
apples.
I see.
Oh, I didn't know you were gonna come close to a divine ray. Oh
No. Holy War, man.
Who would have thought?
Holy War's much better.
I burned that opportunity by giving you the loop heal. I don't have that anymore. I got one.
Just do
one
it
to-
anyway.
I got one bomb waiting.
Yeah, you get a bomb, wait.
Well, apparently, I guess they're not very mighty in this season. You pulled the Kai.
I didn't think they'd actually run through their own to do that.
You pulled the Kai, though.
Hey,
Well,
look,
it's not theirs
look,
anymore.
He's turned around now.
Ikuzo!
Now you can actually spank it like you wanted to.
That's good.
オイラの魔法
Oh no,
受
that's
け
in
て
the
みろ
water.
It's gonna die.
That could do a charm.
I'm gonna kill it. Oh. I'm just gonna hit the pixie in the face.
You played a Langrisser? and Faye. Makes us more as the freedom which want to do without the linear story.
Yay! Yay!
Paul, wait.
救いは
Wait.
I just want to see how cute that part. I could kill it. I could kill the dog.
We could.
can.
Can you do it? Oh, you can't do a Geno.
But I would almost rather you hit the Pixie because then I can kill Pixie Lady.
If
next
you
turn.
hit that, I could bomb that.
If you hit Pixie Lady, I can kill Pixie Lady.
That's a guy.
Pixie dude.
Pick. Pick the Barret. It's a Barret.
Actually, I don't need you to hit. Yeah, focus the Viking. Focus the Viking. Yeah.
I got my bird to kill the dog.
終わりにしましょう
My bird to kill the dog.
Yeah, the reason why this game is really beloved in a lot of ways is because, yeah, it doesn't like overly focus like a lot of story, like a lot of people are kind of looking for. It has story to it. Each character has its own individual kind of story and all that. But
Yeah.
this gives you the opportunity to go anywhere you want to go
You
at
know
any
what?
point in time, you know,
Or heal your rock if you can.
which is kind of the
I think
beauty of
Rock's
it.
more beneficial. Wait, does he have enough for it?
Nope.
You're out of heals?
That's fine.
Oh, poop! This game sucks, man.
That's fine.
Let me help you quick.
No. You can kill the little goblin dude, but I won't need help with pick. I have a breath, a lizard guard, and my leader to kill pick.
Okay, fine. I'll kill
So-
this guy. You got a problem with that?
No, all I'm saying is if you go down, you might block off my leader from actually being able to kill pick. I'm just saying.
Can you guys figure out what you're gonna do?
Just kill
I'll
kill
kill.
the little goblin.
Quit bickering and arguing about who killed who.
This is a
This is a happy occasion.
Here, burn for slave. Oh no. Actually, he's useless now. So everybody get used to the idea.
So you better get used to the
I'll
idea.
tell you what. I want mine. The girl I love. Mine tells her special. So.
Oh, you got Halo on,
No,
right?
no. Stop.
Do you still have Halo, or
No,
That's only one turn, isn't it?
unfortunately.
well, if you don't have good you have terrible accuracy. You can't even do your pre-move thingy on her.
Yeah.
And all because you wanted me to kill.
Well, you
The goblin.
you got the opportunity with the lizard man in case it all falls flat. So
Yeah, but can't they get us around with?
you got to kill off the ghoul. One of the ghouls. You know, one of the ghouls has to go, and you can get a surround. You're just not going to get that surround. Even if you don't kill Pick, he's too low. He's gonna have to run.
You can try it though.
But I would definitely say try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a shot.
You're actually it's terrible. What?
37.
Oh. Yeah, the enemy can do that sometimes.
It's under 50.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over 50. Hey, I got my master attack with 60%. I want to leave this for my last battle.
Hey, sometimes these low percentages do work at times, you know.
Well, not likely, but
I have
yeah,
a chain
they do.
now.
Well, 60% worked.
I
See?
wish my leader would have got it.
I'm
but
sorry.
It's over 50.
yeah, true.
Your apology is not accepted, Nick. I don't care if you're sorry or not.
We captured 3 more monsters.
You can stuff your sorries in a sack.
I don't know what that means. It's an expression.
You know what? You know what?
You know, what do I supposed to know?
I can't target you with silence.
Trying to silence the raging in the Paul.
I was going to.
Now you will hear the true rage. How dare you? You little, you know.
I don't want to heal your rock now.
It's gonna die anyway.
Come on, let's not get pathetic here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We can be apathetic, but not pathetic.
Sophie!
I'm totally fine with you being apathetic.
Sophie!
Don't be pathetic.
Sophie!
Shut up!
No! Come on!
Shut it!
Sorry, I'll be nice to you.
Thank you.
Oh.
But not too nice.
Alright, let's be realistic. They're gone. So just kill them.
Well, I suppose. Silent night. Holy
Not Christmas time
tide.
yet.
Him or the demon?
All is. Yeah!
Silence!
Damn it. Stupid hairy fairy.
They couldn't let us get 2 silences off then.
No! Ah!
Oh, it's deceptive. Okay, that's the
You
one thing I do like
son
about
of
the
a-
original, is the squares were on the map. You know what I mean?
I totally
Like you could see the outline.
biffed that.
Biff, come on!
Alright, I'm gonna do a heal instead then. We'll do That's fine. No, we won't lose our doggy.
Yeah.
Although we're getting a dark dragon in return, which
Get
is great.
along, little doggy.
You know?
No, we're keeping the
I
dog.
can't even get one. Oh.
We're keeping the dog over the dark dragon.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Can't get along, little doggy.
Should I heal you
Can't even get
or
one this small.
I do have to get going though, guys.
Come on!
I gotta pick up my boy in the morning.
Alright, well
Hey,
we're gonna
walk over.
Yeah.
Wherever he is.
Have him walk.
He's 6 years old. He can do it, right?
But no, I already fought all my battles.
Yeah, well, I think Turner's got one more after this, though. so-
Yeah.
He's got 61% chance.
No, Trigger, we should write down those ideas for the
Ha
smog.
Boom, shakalaka.
I gotta
We should
figure
definitely
this.
write down those ideas though.
I know.
Tonight,
I know.
What about my ideas?
Watch this. They're gonna update the game, and before you know it,
Can't you wait till the end here? We're about
our
to.
ideas. Oh, aren't you gonna
Makasete.
play your next battle too?
I'm gonna.
Next battle.
Oh, and he hits with that with a 20% chance?
You gotta be kidding me.
You jerk.
Get 34.
Okay, now we have to take the Dark Dragon.
救いは
He really stayed just to kill that dog.
Yes, he did. And now he's gonna die.
終わりにしましょう
Oh.
Mama said to knock him out,
もっと
so
お
we're
役
gonna
に
knock
立
him
てそう
out.
です
Oh, yeah, we will knock him out.
You got a bird?
I'll listen to Mama.
Give him the bird.
You want the bird?
Give him the bird
No, go
now.
up one, go up one, go up one.
Yeah, one more space, and you get that little lizard man over there. Give him the bird.
Give him the big bird.
You know
the
the
big claw.
yeah.
See,
You
this
know
is
the
what
finger?
this is what happens when you give someone the bird.
Yeah, you know the finger? You know about that?
I didn't say the finger. I said to give him the
Oh,
bird.
You can't get him there.
Well, that's okay. You'll block him off. There's a dragon.
You know
That's
what you can't
there's a
do?
snake that's gonna
You know
come
what
and
you can't
bite
do?
your.
Put it on the other side of the snake, and then bring the unicorn in. The unicorn might get us around if you get him on the other side of the snake.
Good.
Maybe.
Well, I'm gonna hit something.
You're already getting the snake with the surround. Yeah. Hit the dragon. Or the snake.
See, yeah, critical.
Well, because do you see how the snake is surrounded now?
No.
Yeah, but the snake can move forward and bite that mage. And
Yeah, but now the
Critical
unicorn,
parts.
The unicorn,
Not anymore!
now have the unicorn.
okay, okay, fine. Why are you? Okay.
I just wanna see it.
Oh.
Dang it! I wanna see it work. Okay.
We don't
I
have
thought
a.
maybe you'd get a chain.
We don't really have a lot of stuff to fight it right now. So
I'm
Well, I can go next. And
I'm
just...
not gonna fight.
Okay, that's fine.
I just.
Yeah.
It's,
okay, Arya,
承知です
Ariana, Ariana Grande.
Alright, well, Mr. A is gonna have to take it out. You might have to kill it with your angel.
I don't have any MP left. I'll have to go swing my
Oh,
sword.
maybe you should have actually used your unicorn to get it down to 20 so he could have killed it with the angel.
Yo.
now you tell me.
承知です
I thought you didn't want to be told anything. We just kind of hands off all the time.
Alright, well, while you guys are over
You never
there.
listened to me before. Then why do you start now?
I wasn't listening to you. I was just thinking logically before you thought about it.
Shut up, man. Trolling me now. Come on, I'm not a troll. I live under a bridge.
Well, I'm glad.
I live under a rock.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want a pet? I could get you a pet rock.
I already live under a rock. What do you pet rock? Feed it?
さらに精進いたします
Yeah.
Well, what do you feed a pet rock?
Words of kindness.
It's not even alive! You dummy. Yeah, pet rock.
Well, I'm just trying to
I
make.
killed the wyvern that we captured.
I'm just trying to make useful conversation to Gee,
Well,
you know.
you're not succeeding. So
Well,
stop.
that I've tried for years. I'm just trying anything right at this
Whoa!
point.
I killed the wyvern and the mermaid.
That was a nice crit that you got there. Alright, Sophie. Do your worst. Swing that single sword and kill that thing.
You might have to move forward.
Okay.
There's Marcy Dress. Yay.
Okay, can
Maybe
I
behind the other mate.
handle a hit?
Can you get a little breath?
Hey, maybe you can hit him with the little fairy guy. You get him down lower.
Oh, you can. You can chain him in. Unless he kills you in one hit. I mean,
I don't
make sure it's not a one-hit kill on your
Down
behalf.
low.
It's a one-hit kill. So
Yay!
I wouldn't recommend risking it.
Son of a.
I mean, move him there. Okay, see how much your angel does.
Oh, you know what sucks?
How much does your angel
They're gonna curse my angel.
How much does your
Dude,
angel do?
If
If you kill him, he can't curse
If
you.
your angel does enough, then your other guy can come in and finish it off. But he's dead
Your
anyway.
angel will
Bye-bye.
kill it anyway.
Yatta!
Yes!
He said Yahtzee. That's what he said.
戦場に咲いた
He said Yahtzee?
Yahtzee! But that means you win. but you lost.
They said Yahtzee? I don't know.
Oh,
With
well,
the
I don't want to
defender.
assume.
I don't
It's
know.
over! It's all over! No! It's over!
There's parts of this game that left me fairly confused.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't worry, I'm always confused.
I just said he.
もっとお役に立てそうです
It's
Correct me if I'm wrong.
her.
I don't mean any hate.
No, it's not that. It's
Like-
the definition isn't male or female. It's maiden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, maiden.
Yeah, that's a prefix.
Uh,
I don't remember the whole story on it, and I'm not gonna.
Like knights have to rescue.
We're not
the
going
fair-
over it right
like,
now.
No, yeah, knights have to rescue the fair maiden. You know,
Mhm.
the woman.
It's the prefix. Yeah, that's what it stands for. Any woozle woozle boozle.
All right.
It's fun, dudes. Wish I
Yep.
could stay longer, but I gotta wake up early to go get my son.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and.
You do your battle, sir. 'Cause you
No,
still
I'm gonna.
have your-
I'm gonna stop the. I'm gonna stop it right here.
Oh,
We'll
you're
start
gonna
up.
stop it?
Yeah, we'll start up next time.
You didn't want to do your one battle?
No, I do, but you know, I've got a couple other things I got to do tonight.
Say hi to the kid. And then give a nice smack.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do that right for you.
I'm
alright?
not mean to kids.
I'll do that for
Okay,
you.
so we'll start up
There
next.
should be noises for me.
We'll start up
Yeah.
next week with this
I'll make
battle
sure he
here.
does.
Just my one army.
Just
Stella
your one
versus-
army battle of
versus
you
Tim.
just want to show off, don't you?
I'm gonna show you these guns.
Battle of the Droog.
They're loaded for bear, aren't they?
Oh yeah. So we'll start up with just Stella next time in the Koala Bear Castle, right here, as you can see.
Bear Castle.
Yeah, well, not a Koala Bear, Teddy Bear Castle. See, not a lot of people see this, but I see this,
It looks like a teddy bear.
and this is definitely Teddy Bear Castle.
Oh no, it's Mickey Mouse.
No, this is Teddy Bear Castle. There's a little eye there, and then there's the big nose there with the little dot there. So it's Teddy Bear Castle, right?
Although, you know what? Koala bears are not bears. They're marsupials. They're like kangaroos. They carry the urine pouch, but they can't climb trees. Unlike kangaroos.
They're-
And seahorses aren't actually
お前
horses.
らの大好き
there
な
is a
戦場だぞ
You are
互い
kidding.
にしっか
See,
りつ
there
いて
is
こ
a
いよ
koala, there is
遅
a
いやつ
koala bear
は
castle
置い
because
てく
there's
よ
a Koalupa castle. So this is the Teddy Bear one, and there's a Koala Bear castle.
Seahorses are not.
お前たちではこのティム・グス
How
タフを
dare
倒
you,
すことが
sir?
できる
How dare you? Of course they are.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh no, we gave him we gave him some COVID.
Yeah, you gave me the laughing kind of go.
We gave him laughing
What's that
COVID.
that one?
No, it's not.
Oh man. Okay, we're gonna have a tough battle here because we're up
Now do
against
this.
Timmy.
They call me that.
Oh,
We're up
okay.
against Timmy over here.
No,
Oh, okay, go.
like KFC.
So
Take
Finger
off
looking
your
good,
because
yeah.
That's how you can call it. These are my own hands. I can use that and cook it all day.
Yeah.
I just did that.
all right,
with
all right,
my
all right,
house.
all right, all right. We're
Okay.
I got some materials on here.
we're save complete here. We shall see you next week for this battle. We'll start up with this battle and we'll see what's going on from there. But about the same time, nighttime, Central,
Same time, nighttime.
Central Standard Time. We start about 7:38.
It'll be dark. It gets away at nighttime.
Yeah, usually when it gets dark. And we'll play some Brigandine. But if you want to see us this coming week, Raging Paul and myself will be here for Front Mission. And do you want to start a Final Fantasy thing with me?
What day would that be? Thursday or
That'll be
Friday?
Thursday.
Thursdays?
Okay. If you want to start a Final Fantasy thing, we could do Thursdays.
Yep.
Then Friday's going to be Brigandine LP of Gumol.
Yep.
We're still getting through that. And then back to Saturday with
For
the
our
Tri-Op
challenge.
challenge mode. So that's the schedule. If you want to check out my channel on YouTube, you can. I'm going to be covering some newer series. I'm going to be going and doing some mythology videos. I'm going to be working on that for YouTube, so that is actually taking me some time to do. But I've got one video pretty much done, so I'll have that out pretty soon here. And other than that, it's going to be Brigandine, you know, mythology stuff, and that sort of stuff for YouTube. But for Twitch, all games. So, all right. We'll see you later, Vertigor. Thank you so much for the subscribe, and thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you had a great time, and we'll see you later.
Goodbye.